Hey, hello. What's up? What's up? How's life? How's things? I think, as previously stated, it is time for another Zenless stream because I still have stuff that I need to do on there. I'm still behind on all of my chores, all of my grinding that I need to do. I still have some of the agent stories that I need to finish, and all the trust missions. Then after that, I actually don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. I'm actually kind of close to a point where I'm like running out of content to stream on this game. But I imagine there will be more stuff released soon. So, alright, I think we're ready.
When I was 15, the thought of an apocalypse never troubled.
Eventually I'll be, like, caught up enough on this and Honkai, I think, that mainly I'll just be swapping between those two when new content gets released. And maybe I'll be able to finish all of the new content for each one, like, by the time the next batch comes out. Because at the end of the day, I don't stream like a ton, like 3 times a week usually, on average. Dude, what's good? What's good? How's your weekend going? Yeah, in the meantime, I do still have some, like, stuff that I gotta finish for that. I have not. I heard that's been released and I saw pictures of it. Let me see, let me see. Trigger trailer. Special Rescue. Alright, we're gonna have to mute the sound on this game though. This shit is loud. Is any of these even settings? Oh, these are settings. Yeah, I'm like... Trigger's cool. But I don't think she's gonna be mandatory for me to pull for either. Alright, let me put this shit up. This window is so fucking big. Now it's even bigger. Alright, we're ready. I hope we get to see her dancing around like a badass some more.
Within 200 meters of your position, there's a confirmed victim from the kidnapping case. Please locate her ASAP. Trigger, report your status.
Copy. The victim has been located.
Why is this shit in like... This is not 1080p, by the way.
Where are you taking me? Let me go! I'm the reinforcements sent by your teddy bear Odie. He's busy driving now. I'll handle all the baddies. Odie, drive.
Roger. The small fries at the back are all yours.
Roger, Commander Odie.
She finna also pull some Mad Max shit.
Hold tight. Commander Odie and I will take care of the baddies.
Damn. Also, who is Odie? Is that her AI assistant? She have her own fairy?
Sure. This one's all yours. Oh, not from here. But from here, it can fire something really powerful.
Dude, this animation is sick. Oh, is that... Okay, so that's what they call her. Odie. Well, Odie was just a teddy bear, I guess. This shit literally looks like an action anime of some sort.
This next part's not for kids.
Youch. Damn, that was actually one of the most badass trailers that probably any character has gotten thus far.
This kind of magic doesn't last long. He's all back to normal now.
That's okay. We made a promise. We'll always have each other's backs. I hope you find an Odie too.
Mission accomplished. Let's head back and report.
Didn't expect you to be so good with kids. You had fun?
Not really. It's just part of the job.
I'm afraid your goggles are saying otherwise.
Oh, they can read her emotions too. That was sick. Some of this like it's like some shit from Arcane. Let's watch this bit one more time too. God damn. Yeah, she is extremely fucking cool. She has aura for sure. I hope to someday in my life be at least 10% as cool as that. Although that is a tough ask. Yeah, and as much as I like her, I also think like it's gonna be hard for me to go for her over Vivian. I think I'm in the same boat of like I like Vivian probably just a little bit more. But both of those are like god tier character releases. Oh wait, I need to do this thing now. Dude, look at all these quests that I have, by the way. I had the Internet level raising one somewhere, but I don't see it anymore. Proxy rank up, here it is. I finally hit level 40. Oh yeah, and also, speaking of new Hoya releases, I saw they're basically giving everybody a free Ron May on Honkai. I thought that was pretty fucking tight, because as good as she is, I would probably not like pull for her normally. But it's either that or Luoka. I don't know how I forgot how you say his name. But I probably would have more use for Ron May right now as far as like my actual account goes. All this nonsense. Locha? Locha. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe the way I'm going to be getting Ron. Is Locha good? I know Ron May is basically like must-have in specific teams. But and I also like I'm not sure if there's a lot of purpose in healers that mainly just heal without providing like damage boosts and everything. Same reason I stopped using Vailu most of the time. Get him a million. Fuck him up. Okay. I mean, maybe I could then, because... Yeah, okay. Utility. I should... Yeah, survivability is nice, but I don't need survivability right now. I need more fucking damage. I need to be able to clear these like endgame contents in the limited time frames and turns that it gives you. And I did just get Robin, so it's not like I even really need another like really good Harmony character. But I'm still gonna give it some serious thought before they actually release that. Either way, I'm excited for it. I don't think they've ever done some shit like that before. Yeah, and her revive passive. I saw that too. I don't know if I necessarily like the precedent that that's setting, but also I don't think it's like a huge deal in this particular case, because if your character is dying and you're like relying on a caster's res, then probably your shit just wasn't good enough. Oh yeah, that's true, they forgot about that. I'm still sad about that. That was just slightly before I started playing. But I would definitely have used a free ratio, because my best imaginary characters, actually no, that's not a lie. I was about to say Wealth is my only one that I use, but I don't use Wealth anymore. I only ever use March. True. But those are like good characters to lose 50-50 to, right? New standard banner character. I saw Kafka was in there and I was like, ah, shit. Standard banner changes. Seela, Silverwolf, Kafka, Blade, Jingliu, Argenti, Dr. Ratio. Oh wait, no, that's like... This is some guy hypothesizing on Reddit 3 weeks ago. Silverwolf and Jingyuan may not be in it. So it hasn't been fully announced, but I thought people were like hypothesizing that she would be one of the new characters that would be in the standard banner. So it was like Kafka, Blade, Jingliu, a couple of other characters. Oh, okay, okay. So wait, who is confirmed to be added to the 50-50 then? Has that been announced? I'm leveled up now, right? Wait, it's just Blade and Seela. Okay, that's whatever. I'm not like too attached to either of those guys. Ooh, Fushuan would be nice to have though. That one I would not complain about. Focus on these things too, actually. Yeah, I was thinking they were. There was a very brief period where people were like speculating that they would make the standard banner like basically every other 5-star that wasn't released in the last like 6 months or so. Which seems like it would be kind of broken, but I don't know. Okay, I'll focus on. I'm gonna do this and I'll do some trust events. And then I'm gonna do the Haramasa agent story. I don't need 2 teams yet, do I? Please no.
Is the concert starting?
I have 2.
Standing by. Andy, in position.
Oh fuck, I can get everybody to level 50 now. I have more grinding that I have to do. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get some new characters though, which is huge. Anytime they give you a freebie in these games, you gotta take it. Speaking of which, I haven't even claimed the free Pulchra from that the arcade event. I'm only like halfway through with that because I'm lazy. But once I do that, I'll have her up to E4. completely whiffed that.
Feel the power of Starlight!
Ow.
I've got plenty of bullets! Feel the ultimate Starlight!
I feel like probably standing still and left clicking isn't the most optimal way to play Billy, but what do I know? Fuck you, dude. Stop lasering me.
Easy target! Perfect! Stand still! Starlight, shine bright!
I should have done this first. Whatever.
Let's clear him out!
Pinch your maneuver.
I'm gonna get good at this game. I'm not there yet, I don't think. I'm still getting hit occasionally. And this is like easy content.
Electro engine.
Feel the power of Starlight! I've got plenty of
Like there. That was like the easiest to parry thing ever. Yeah, I would have used the hell of out of a free Dr. Ratio by now if I would have had him. That's what I was saying before I got distracted by that whole other fucking monologue. Oh fuck, I need 2 teams. Hollow Zero, yeah, I really should be doing that. That's like the simulated universe, isn't it? The rewards from that are too good.
Ready for combat.
Alright, we're finally at the point where I need to have 6 units built. So one team is going to be Anvi, Billy, Astra. Next team would be Evelyn, Rena, and then I need a second stun character. Pulchra, maybe?
Looking for intel? Or hiring me for
Should I build her?
If you need help, call me any. Come on!
Nothing to fear. Look, you want to test my...
How can I help?
Hey, don't look down on me.
I'm not actually dead set on building anybody in particular, but... A new character?
Ready for combat.
Interesting, interesting. Is it, this one? Withered. I haven't even done the standard one. Nicole? Okay. I'll build some fucking Nicole. I already have Rena as another support unit though. Talk to Ray. One of these fuckers is Ray. Hey. Interesting things in the Institute's database. Maybe we should go to the Lost Void again. Is it about Geppetto?
I submitted my self-reflection report a while back, but the Institute ignored it until recently.
Self-reflection
Just
report?
received the response a few days ago.
It's like some shit you'd have to write in high school when you got sentenced to
As I
detention.
expected, no major
Not
consequences.
in the military.
They're letting me off easy, so we can go ahead and keep investigating Geppetto.
You just heard back from the Institute and you're planning to break the rules again? Didn't you get into trouble precisely because of the unauthorized investigation into Geppetto?
Man, imagine being like a lieutenant in the military and getting talked down to by a 16-year-old.
Don't put it like that. I had to write the report due to failure to identify and report a breach in the confidential database firewall, resulting in a small-scale data leak. Oh, and also for recklessly launching an investigation that put myself and the enthusiastic independent investigation team captain in danger.
Well, yeah, it sounds like they can't, like, really punish
I
her.
reflected on my mistakes. As a member of the Institute, my vigilance against sensitive information and caution in conducting hollow investigations are still lacking.
She's like those professors that have tenure, and they're just, like, obviously check the fuck out. It's like, what are you gonna do, fire me?
Which is why
You can't even do
when
that.
I spotted another security breach, I reported it immediately.
Hearing that from you, I'm not sure I buy it. The Institute's confidential database has that many security breaches all of a sudden? Sounds kind of fishy to me.
Yeah, probably they're getting hit by the Department of Government Efficiency and they had to lay off half their workers.
In any case, I've already compiled everything about the breach into my weekly report and submitted it.
Probably they've been forced to convert to running their entire database in, like, Scratch.
But at the end of the day, I'm just a nobody in the Institute. Who knows when the higher-ups will read footnote 17 on page 4, subsection 21 of my report. Now, back to the matter at hand. Before I accidentally access some of the Institute's confidential files through the security breach, I stumbled across research on combat boosters for in-hollow missions. There's a whole new line
Combat
of
boosters, you say?
Based on my preliminary observations, they are likely artificial etheric coagulum, similar to precious relics.
Artificial etheric coagulum. I'm gonna need you to simplify that a little bit.
Precious relics? Aren't those made from the data and samples collected from rare and powerful ethereals?
That's right. However, I found that the samples and data used to create the new etheric coagulum most likely came from Geppetto.
Geppetto just sounds like a... like Italian, like, ice dessert stand.
But we didn't even manage to catch a glimpse of Geppetto during our last investigation. Who could have taken it down in such a short time?
No one did. I've been monitoring the outpost mission logs, but not one mentioned anything about Geppetto. In fact, the outpost has plans to demolish the aircraft hangar and logistics station outside the observation deck to facilitate observing Hollow Zero up close. The reason it hasn't happened yet is because they're still waiting.
Isn't Geppetto an actual word? Oh, Geppetto. Oh, Geppetto is the name of the woodcarver who made Pinocchio. That's why that name was fucking familiar.
So, we'll have to take things into our own hands.
Wait, that's quite a sudden development.
You're my trusted independent investigation team captain, and the only one I've shared my investigation results on Geppetto with.
I'm now imagining this entire conversation happening about like an elderly Italian woodworker.
Great. We can start once you complete your
He
preparation.
snuck his way into a hollow, and yeah, he's like the mastermind of the entire etheric corruption.
Don't worry. Be it fieldwork or data analysis, the moment we have something new, I'll come find you and let you know in person.
The main villain in the game. It's Geppetto. Oh hell yeah, this is a fun, the full fire comp. I still haven't even really used Evelyn a lot since I pulled her. Let's go. So wait, is he actually, is that what he does in the lore? In that case, that is just a straight up like reference to Pinocchio, which is kind of cool. Oh, oops, I forgot to take my thing. I thought you were cracking a joke, but maybe that's what he actually does. Ice damage? How about fire damage? Yeah. Probably it's actually better that I don't go something with fire damage because I want to have like elemental reactions and stuff. But whatever. Resonium coins. Resonium. Make me stronger. That's a cool reference. I would not have expected fucking Pinocchio to be making a sudden appearance in this.
I won't betray your trust. I'm here.
But they are pretty tuned into like... Oh no, I don't think I did. Oh, well, Ray I talked to and she gave me something, but the other girl had said I couldn't equip that yet, so I wasn't able to get anything. This comp is gonna burn the whole city down. I love how stylish Evelyn is always like looking when she's doing all this. So Evelyn is the string master in this game. Kafka is the string master in Honkai. Does Genshin have a string master character? I don't know if that archetype is in there, but if there is, it's probably released after I last stopped playing. It's a cool archetype. Also, it seems like it fits. Oh yeah, I forgot Yelan. She was also, I guess we would call her the bondage queen.
Your journey ends with me.
I like how they always give that to like the same like style of character. It's always the mommy characters that they give the fucking. Well, Evelyn kind of is the mommy archetype, but maybe not. He's also a little bit ditzy sometimes. Kafka and Yelan, though, are definitely, like, in control all the time. This looks neat. I'll take it with me. I'll store it in my pocket to get radiation poisoning.
Looks like you found the replica relic I reverse engineered using the data from work.
It looks nice.
Oh, so this is the experimental prototype you made based on the Institute's data.
Yeah, true. Is Kafka a dangerous sociopath? I guess she kind of is. She is kind of very, like, eager to brainwash and hypnotize people and make them do shit for her.
Do you remember?
But she's nice to us. So how mean can she really
The
be?
Institute seems to have used Geppetto's data to develop a new type of etheric coagulum in their hollow research lab. The end product of these experiments.
But she's nice to us, though, and that's what really matters.
But we can't confirm if those experiments use Geppetto's samples.
I don't care how many war crimes she's committing on the rest of the population. She helped raise us. Yeah, she was our, like, adoptive mother for a long time. We taught her the meaning of love and friendship and teamwork and cooperation. We're fixing her.
If the Institute can make it, I can too. However, aside from the ones I left in the hollow, other similar relics you might encounter during your...
She actually has not gotten any fucking screen time at all in the last, like, 2 to 3 arcs. So I don't know if she's gotten any better or if she's, like, less of a terrible person than she was right at the start. I hope we get some more Stellaron Hunter screen time in the next, like... Maybe somewhere in Amphorius, but I doubt it. It seems like Amphorius is pretty well segregated from the rest of the game. Firefly got a lot of screen time in the Penacony arc, but... Kafka has vanished entirely. So is Blade. So is Silverwolf, mostly.
So you can consider them the same thing. Unfortunately, we don't have much info on Geppetto, so I can only speculate on the effects of the etheric coagulum based on my own data.
Yeah,
Follow-up
because
experiments are needed to confirm finer details.
us and Firefly are, like, roughly the same age. We're, like, the 2 adoptive siblings that she took in. That's true. She turns up for, like, events and fun missions and stuff. Which isn't, like, very important to the main plot of the game, but she does still show up. Kafka is just completely fucking ignored. Which, I guess it's good that they're at least giving her buffs to compensate for that, but I want her to show up some more. I need more dialogue.
Follow-up experiments. Are you suggesting that I use the etheric coagulum during my investigations?
Oh, also, I wanted
Affects my
to ask
performance?
this too. During that mission in Honkai where it's like you have the flashbacks to the memory of the time you spent on the train with the Stellaron Hunters, even though you weren't actually on the train, that was just your mind like placing that there, and you had the choice to say goodbye to either Firefly or Kafka. Who did you do? I did Firefly, and I kind of felt bad about it because Kafka was like my favorite from day one, but we had such like strong bonding moments with Firefly that I felt like I had to. But that one was fucking tough. I wanted to say goodbye to them both.
I apologize. It might sound a little risky, but that's precisely it.
I understand it. I was very conflicted myself. But I also was thinking from the perspective of like who would handle not being able to say goodbye better. And it was definitely Kafka. Firefly definitely is like a little bit more emotionally vulnerable. But there's no wrong answers there. It was really, really tough for me to even come to that decision.
Please, do not worry. We have studies that confirmed the relics of ethereals can affect hollow combat. My
That whole
simply
quest line was an emotional, like, emotionally devastating quest line.
I've
Just all of
personally
it.
tested them in the hollow to the best of my abilities. Still, it's not zero risk. If you're really concerned, forget I said anything. I can finish the remaining.
No, I'm fucking going it
experiments
anyways.
myself.
Say no more. If we're testing our theories on Geppetto, obviously we need to find out what the Institute is hiding. Even if you didn't ask, I'd test them anyway to see what they can do.
All right. Thank you for trusting me.
And it's funny because the rest of like the Stellaron hunters are like neutral on us at best. Probably Silverwolf respects us as a gamer, and then Blade hates our fucking guts.
However, I do have to warn you. Although it is very likely that the etheric coagulum will work against Geppetto, there is also a chance that it might negatively impact your hollow exploration.
And who cares about
You've
that?
decided to take some with you.
What happened to all of my health? I actually need to take this. Did touching that thing like drain me? Probably that's not worth, but fuck it. Who the hell are you? This definitely looks like a playable character. Is this who you're talking about? This little tiger creature? She's adorable. Jufufu. I can't understand what you're saying. Just quickly point out to me where she went. And is she like Dr. Doolittle? She talks with animals? Oh, someone's here. I won't argue with you, little bird. Making myself look like a fool. A disciple of Yunkai Summit. And occasionally a hollow investigator. He is very cute. Goddamn. I think releasing Thyrans probably has to be like a cheat code for Hoya making money. Just keep releasing cute Thyrans. Hello? Has she even showed up in any leaks or anything? I feel like I have not seen any art of this character ever. If they managed to keep it under wraps and then the first release was her, like the first time people saw her was this Hollow Zero, that's actually really impressive. It's a few little pests. They look cunning, but they're actually dim-witted and disordered. Shifu will take care of them without a second thought when she passes by. I guess they have differences in how they do development of all their different games, though, because Hoyo and Genshin always have leaks that turn up like a month or two before they actually make it into the game. Zenless is like, that shit is under wraps. You never fucking hear anything about Zenless like before the instant it is released into the game. I don't know if the other dev teams just have leakers and then they suddenly instituted like a fucking security clause and armed guards and police scanners on their building for the Zenless team in particular, but nothing ever makes it out of that building. In Genshin and Hoyo, it's like that shit is like somebody just walked out of the door with all the CIA's secret files and released it to the public. Everyone always knows what's happening with those other games. Yeah, out of nowhere, from the top rope, S-Rank Ambi. They must be getting paid handsomely to not be releasing shit onto the internet before they're ready to talk about it. Little bird, I'm talking about some serious matters here, so stop chirping. Wait, this bird has an eye on its back. That is not a normal bird. Sorry, I've got something to discuss with this little one. Since my Shifu's been here, this area is definitely safe. You go ahead and pass through. I wonder if she's gonna be 4-star or 5-star. I bet she's 4-star. Yeah, poke her out of nowhere. And be out of nowhere. Hugo probably actually was expected eventually. Yi Xuan. Is it Jing Yuan from a different game? Next time she sneaks into the hollow without a word. Or Fei Xuan. Fei Xuan and Jing Yuan had like a child in this game. Yeah, she's very cute though. Keep making more furries. I'll become more of a furry as time passes. What happened to you idiots?
This is the Lost Void. What are you all doing here?
We could ask you the same. Since you did help open the bunker, we won't question your motives for entering Hollow Zero.
I think what you meant to say is you're welcome.
Got that, independent investigator? Or should I say, Hollow Raider? Either way, you better mind your own business.
You're not sounding very fucking grateful, sir.
Smart and keep it to yourself. We could even help each other out the next time we cross paths. But if you can't take a hint and insist on poking your nose where it doesn't belong...
You sure talk big for someone who couldn't even open the bunker. Hiding behind an ugly helmet doesn't give you the right to push us around. I wonder what Captain Roland would do when he hears about this.
Psych, we're working with your boss.
Don't make me laugh. What we're up to is way above Roland's pay grade. That thing lurking around here is only one of our targets. Anyway, please kindly butt out and get lost.
Can we, like, kick these guys' butt?
Otherwise, you may end up tangled in the strings of the puppeteer, and you'll be stuck wandering here until you turn into an ethereal...
The puppeteer. Okay, nice. We do get to kick their butt.
A beautiful shooting star! I'll take point.
Make way for the undefeated champion!
Great hit!
Thankfully, nothing in this entire game is made out of wood. Otherwise, everything would have burned down by now. It's all rock and concrete, exclusively. Oh shit, I'm losing all of my health, bro. What the fuck is happening?
Solid hit!
Things are about to get violent.
Oh, probably because I just increased the world level and now all my guys are under-leveled. Look, we were a bit rash just now, but I suggest you just let it go, or this will get ugly. Or do you just like believing nonsense? Theory will never imprison someone. Did you enter the bunker yourselves? Some useless trash in the defense force can't even maintain the bunkers and extraction tower along the essential routes. Just wait until I get out of here, I'll make them pay. Wait, what things? The gems or whatever it was? I saw them saying it potentially was able to be used to create something powerful, but I wasn't reading too much into it. Knowing too much isn't in your best interest. At Geppetto, it's nothing to us. Oh no, I didn't. If it weren't for that ether wave going haywire, we would have finished the mission ages ago. But I was wrong earlier. Bet is a bet. This is yours now. In case, if you still want to leave here, I suggest you steer clear of Geppetto and the ether extraction and get out of here. If you're dead set on getting yourself killed, this thing might just come in handy. Friendly thought refresh. Cool, I guess? Thanks. Refreshing the map, that's kind of lame and cowardly, but we're not going to do that. Well, let's be safe. Barry seems to agree.
All exits are now sealed.
Can I read the bang move from here, or do I have to, like, go back to the start?
Precision strike.
Oh, so I actually am, like, burning by standing near these guys. I think.
Securing
Got him. Oh shit.
Out of the way.
No, not these fuckers.
I pledge my honor!
Is this the Silver Squad? Why are they back?
And the winner is me!
I put you out of your misery already.
There it is. Buzz off! Let me show you how it's done.
Everything's under control.
I actually probably shouldn't be playing as Evelyn a lot because I have no fucking health on her. I have no health on fucking anybody, actually. What? How did that hit me? Fuck you.
Ends with me.
Be gone!
I'm actually getting my fucking shit wiped. Got him. Luckily, I think these are not like the ballet twins where I have to kill them at the same time. What?
No sweat.
I'm actually losing, bro.
Flames fade, ash remain.
Sorry, no one gets past me.
Do or die.
I may have goofed
I'm unstoppable!
by doing the world level just before starting this.
Beautiful shooting star! Shut down!
Can we two-man it? I think we can.
All exits are now sealed.
Alright, we're down to one.
Flawless.
Do these guys get revived later in the hollow though? I may be kind of fucked. If I'm down to 2 for the entire rest of the team now, I may be screwed. Losing HP. Maybe this is good because I'm losing all of my HP. Wow, the filter didn't even catch this fucking bot. Get out of here.
The Ethereals here haven't changed. Their attacks are well organized. Clearly, they're still under Geppetto's command. How are things on your end? Did you encounter
It's in my
anything
fucking eye.
unusual?
Nothing out of the ordinary. Just a few annoying mercenaries and a broken extraction tower.
And those, the remnants of Andy's squad again, resurrected from the dead to cause me grief.
Mercenaries. And an extraction tower. Oh, that's right.
I've been ganged up on and hit by an ether current. How is that right?
Oh, sorry. Let me explain. After going through the Institute's data on replica relics, I suspect that they've known about Geppetto all along and collected loads of data from it, but neither the Institute nor the military has tried to take...
Oh fuck, I'm gonna need to level up a second Bangbu now too, actually, just remembered if I'm doing 2
letting
teams.
Ethereals roam the Lost Void under its control. So they must think Geppetto's well supervised, and don't see a reason for drastic measures. Those mercenaries you ran into were probably hired by the Institute to check on Geppetto regularly.
I would hate to have that job.
That makes sense. But if they come here regularly, how did they get trapped in the bunker?
That's because the situation with Geppetto has exceeded their expectations.
They lock themselves in because they're scared.
Like you said, the etheric extraction tower was destroyed. Whether by sabotage or not, the ether currents clearly affected Geppetto and the ethereals it controls. Geppetto and its subordinate ethereals lost control and launched an unprecedented attack that overwhelmed the mercenaries. Their planned routes and tactics have all failed. They had to take shelter in the bunker.
So these guys
That's
who,
where you found them.
their specific job is to like go out and take out ethereals, they got scared and had to run and hide, and then they got bailed out by a literal teenager.
So Geppetto has always been under the Institute's watch, Which means the replica relics should work against it, right? I guess that's good news for us.
We can't say for sure yet. For now, the Dark Wall is on the back burner. Our top priority is Geppetto. It was already strong, let alone a Geppetto that's gone berserk. One thing is for sure.
Yeah, we'll do.
You can count on the etheric coagulum, whether it came from me or leaked from the Institute's lab. After collecting enough replica relics, I can already predict Geppetto's movements through the changes in ether activity. Let's keep tracking it. But do be careful.
Have this thing. A locator car, but I don't have a navigation device here, so I can't help you update the map. Ooh, thank God, health. No! Homegirl is fucking still dead. I can't resurrect her. Should I just, like, abandon this run? Where does it say modifiers? Is that this thing? Artifacts. A lot of text. There's something in here that I should be looking for. Painkiller. This one. When an attack hits an enemy, the agent... What have I done? Remember, the agent's lost HP by 30%. So it's a healer. But it does bonus damage, and it makes me lose health when I'm not using it to heal. It also hurts me. Well, now I've accidentally killed one of my units with it. Is there a res that I can do in here? Is there a fucking reviver? Lucy, why are you here? You're dead. I think I may just be boned. Find one to just keep progressing for now. Alright. Let's see if anyone can help me out. Have this, I guess. I said I wasn't going to, but here you go. Excuse me, had to sneeze. It's fucking pollen season again where I am, and I'm absolutely destroyed allergy-wise right now. What the hell's going on here? The scholars are facing quite a bit of pressure. Maybe they're going into our line of work. How about a table? Sure. Anything that avoids combat. I don't want my guys to get any more hurt. 150. Ooh. Big. This guy looks like he's seen... Oh wait, this is the leader of that gang that Jane killed. Whoa! I got fucking jumped just now. That shit didn't recover anybody's HP. That shit fucking lied to me.
What's your honor really worth? Buzz off! I pledge my honor!
Dude, this burn is really fucking brutal. I actually think I hate this. It only recovers one agent HP. It doesn't do the entire team.
The best defense is a strong offense.
Again.
Activate Flurry Punch. I think I am losing net more HP than I'm gaining on the heal. Even spamming it off cooldown. Hold the base. Gotcha. That's how you play her. Non-critical. Yeah. Oh, these are free. Why are they free exactly? Not that I'm complaining. Dude, what a fucking combo.
Your journey ends with me.
What? Why are you focusing that guy? Fuck you. Not where I was aiming.
Gotcha now. Make way for the undefeated champion.
Having said that, I do think this guy is increasing my damage by a lot. Dexterity charge will be consumed. Probably that's not good because I'm constantly losing HP. This is definitely a very feast or famine playstyle I've created on accident here. Yay, health. Sorry, Lucy, I'm trying to bring you back, I really am. Anybody got any reses? Y'all have one? I don't even know what a revive looks like. Do I buy that from a shop or is it just sitting on the ground somewhere? Shield. Probably that's needed. A dot. Sure. What's up? I searched through some confidential files to get more information about Geppetto, but you know about the Helios Academy? No, never heard of it. How can you know about something that happened so long ago? I'm not going to try and play it off even. Some of the files I found don't seem quite like the Academy's work, but they closely resemble the research scope and methodology. But didn't they already... Good, I just pretend I'm talking nonsense. I have a feeling this final showdown is just around the corner. I'm gonna two-man this fucking shit, bro. It don't even matter. This guy looks insanely strong. He's gonna absolutely eat my ass. Or I'm gonna eat his ass. Imagine parrying a big ass blow like that. How strong do you have to be able to just knock a hit like that off to the side?
I'm unstoppable. There it is. Be gone.
This shield is actually pretty nice though. I think this is helping me a lot.
Nothing slips through my...
This guy's attacks kind of suck. This is probably going to be multiple phases, but he doesn't really seem like he fucking does anything. Alright, yeah, bring on phase 2. No, that's it. He's done.
Geppetto is leaving. We have to go after it.
Sorry, I'm afraid I'll have to ask you two to stay here. What happens next is none of your concern.
We just solved your fucking problem for you, and now you're gonna tell us what to do.
You think you can stop us? Why don't you go sort out that bunker access first?
Is that the military bunker?
Tell him, Bill.
Shall I get in touch with Captain Roland for you?
We already tried that.
That's enough. Let me speak with them.
Understood.
Who's this?
And who are you? Sorry, we're busy chasing after Geppetto. Not that it concerns you. Please be patient.
Belle's so sassy, I love her.
Apologies for our previous discourtesy. It was our mistake. We only recently learned that you're, in any case, as an
Nathan.
exceptional independent investigator, you have the right to know more about the situation. Please trust in our goodwill. As long as you don't push further into Hollow Zero, we can provide you with all the information you want. Plus more useful tools like the replica relics.
Don't push further into Hollow Zero, she said.
As a token of our apology and respect, we will also provide you with another piece of information before you leave Geppetto's territory. And what information is that? Have you ever considered that powerful corrupted entities might not just be an act of nature, but rather something created by...
Something created by people. Okay. Every horror is just man-made.
What?
The gods had nothing to do with it. Humans are the real monsters.
We'll leave it at that. If the opportunity arises, I'll be in touch. Oh, and one more thing. I've received your weekly report, Miss Ray. A poor QA engineer has been distressed about your hypervigilance on the Institute's data security.
I think data security is like a pretty important thing to be hyper-vigilant about.
So, based on his suggestion, and in light of your contributions investigating Geppetto, you have been granted extended clearance. You don't need to trouble your Bangbu to write reports anymore.
Dude, who is this person? Wow, I still got an S even though Lucy like ate shit like right at the start of that. I'll take it, I won't complain. Didn't deserve it at all. Mystery Superior shut down the pursuit of Geppetto. This trip wasn't a total waste. I'll have to upload these Geppetto photos to the Institute's database. You'll get first dibs on checking them out. Why are we taking it in black and white? Are we just trying to make him look sick as hell? This is like an artistic portrait of the Geppetto. Definitely not the soft, kind Italian man that I was imagining, though.
Files that were classified in a hidden directory. I saw another familiar name along with Geppetto, who, by the way, is now back under the Institute's watch after you defeated it.
You're welcome.
Let me guess. Nineveh?
Nineveh is like the Nanook of this game. He just turns up once every so often to just fucking ruin everything.
Correct. As expected of my most trusted independent investigation team captain. All it took was that one hint from my, mystery superior for you to connect the dots. Powerful corrupted entities created by people. That's unsettling. At least we've got more time now to unravel these mysteries. I'll contact you as soon as I have more information, and we can investigate Hollow Zero together again.
Is there a name for when somebody has like a streak of highlight in their hair like this? Like the Ryuko style in Kill la Kill, just like one flash of color on their hair, which I don't even know how you do something like this.
Of course.
But it always
have something new.
looks good on every character that has it.
Said out of my mind.
Right, there's one other thing. I think I mentioned before that our
Just a
outpost
streak.
is planning to renovate. Following the Geppetto going berserk incident, the outpost has finally started demolishing its hangar and logistics station. They should be removing the last bit of the metal frames right about now.
Oh nice, we can steal some copper and sell it on the black market.
If you're interested, you can head to the observation deck to check out the view now. No matter how many times I see it, the fractured land in front of Hollow Zero still weighs on my mind.
This is actually like a cool ass view though. It's a shame that these things cause as much destruction as they do, because this will be like a really cool spot to take like your girlfriend for like a date night. Like, let's go look at the giant black hole, giant colorful rainbow black hole that is surrounding the city. Ignore all of the corpses floating down there at the bottom. So true, so true. Also, welcome last thing needed. I don't know if you ever played Hoyo games or Zenless in particular, but if you like this archetype, I would recommend these. Before my pursuit of Geppetto, I also found some old relics. The hardest part of all this, actually getting a girlfriend, though. Taking her records out of Hollow and returning to the outside world, will that bring her to some sort of solace? The outpost that she left soon after. Before you knew it, a somewhat familiar figure appeared by your side. Hey, she's back. If Shifu comes out of the Hollow Zero, I'll notice immediately. Was I complaining too loudly? Sorry, us Tiger Thyrans? Well, we're not exactly great at keeping our voices down. Should I just be screaming all of her dialogue? Oh, it's nothing. It's just... You see, some mentors are always around their disciples, guiding them every step of the way. And then there are the quiet lone wolf types that are hard to figure out, right? Word, word. Are you the DM? Much respect to all the DMs out there. Yeah, Jufufu is like the Genki girl. Maybe I should be like reading her like really enthusiastically and energetically. I just happened to get one of those reclusive, mysterious type. Honestly, aside from always being impossible to find, Shifu's always been really nice and always looking out for us. Tiger Thyrans can indeed be a bit loud sometimes. I would probably read her dialogue a bit like loud, except I think probably my mic setup is not good enough to allow for that. It would just sound like I was like screaming into your ear in like a fucking closet. You're a Hollow Zero investigator, right? If you happen to run into someone with white hair... Ah, never mind. I can't even find Master myself, no point in troubling you. You sure are very patient listening to all my rambling. For some reason, you kinda remind me of this little Bangbu I just met. How could a person be like a Bangbu? She knows too much. She must be killed. I feel like we'll meet again. We probably will. She'll probably turn up in the banner in 3 weeks. She'll be a surprise 4-star release to go along with Hugo or somebody. Or Vivian. Alright, cool, that's that.
Ready for combat.
Starlight, it's time to shine.
So let's proceed with the things that I actually can do right now. Let's promote everybody to the new highest level. And then I'm gonna have to get Evelyn and Nicole, and then a +1 up also. See, this was my logic for this though, right? I already have Rena as my like other support character who is closer to level 50.
My bullets never lose sight of their target.
I still can build Nicole. But like, is there a use for having 3 supports instead of 2 stun characters?
Feel the power of Starlight.
I'll still probably build Nicole anyway, just because I like her a lot, but...
What are you waiting for, to catch a bullet?
At the very least, I can also do my starter team. Oh, shit. Dude, this... It gives you 1 of these and you need 10 to level somebody up. Okay, well actually this is 5 right here, so... 1 more run would be enough. Oh, fuck you, I'll sleep in the lobby. Okay, well in that case, I'll build,
Ready for combat.
So here's, 5 members, right? These 5 for sure. Nicole makes 6. Hulker makes 7. I'm missing a DPS then. So I'm missing a third DPS and a third stun character.
How can I help?
You want to test my hammer? Hey, don't
Is Ben a DPS?
Labor?
He's defense.
Can I help?
Oh man, I wish I had Caesar.
Good day, Proxy.
I don't know, I've got time to think on it. I'll just keep building my normal 2 teams for now. These guys I know are going to be in every single piece of content that I do. Astrial plus Billy.
I've got plenty of
Envy is not for certain, but so far she's my only stun character that I've really invested anything into.
Move over! Time for the real show!
An opening. All right, I'll take the mic.
Feel the power of Starlight!
And also I could build probably a defense character,
Try this! Starlight Knights!
just because I don't have any at all
What are you waiting for? To catch a bullet?
above level 1, I don't think.
My bullets never lose sight of their target.
Got him. No, wait, shit, I didn't mean to do it a third time. I need to back out. No. Let me leave. I'm not wasting my energy on this if I don't absolutely need it. It's very limited and precious right now.
Standing by.
I say that, I'm pretty sure I still have 2,400 banked over from the leftover thing.
Starlight, it's time to shine!
Yes, sir. I have 400 of these fucking purple things. Neat. Guess we can do this one too. Let's see if this made a noticeable DPS increase.
Feel the power of Starlight! Watch out!
Well, not from here, but this guy's pretty tanky.
In my sights!
I bet I need more crit rate and crit damage on it more than anything else.
Electric charge.
Easy target! Perfect! Watch out! Don't move! Watch out! My bullets never lose sight of their target!
Hope you enjoy. An opening.
Then I just sidestepped on that guy.
Feel the power of Starlight! What are you waiting for? To catch a bullet?
Preparing takedown.
What actually is it that decides the damage multipliers and shit too? Because for some reason with this team it's only like 150. On the other trial teams it gives me I'll get up to like 225 or 250. I feel like I'm not optimizing that shit at all. Is that like inbuilt into characters' kits? Alright, well I'm out of energy. I could go drink a coffee and do a little bit more, but I'll save that later. Okay, so Hollow Zero is done. I was working on this. I'll save all the character building and like this shit for off stream. That's kind of just chores more than anything else. I'll go finish these agent stories
Starlight, it's time to shine!
after I get Andy right here. Not in this pull, but the next one. Oh, wait, do I have to claim those like in Honkai? Because I don't think I did. Ugh, so many shits. Do I actually have to like teleport there to do it? That's already claimed. Exploration collection. These look like Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Wait, I'm actually getting hella polychromes from this. This is nice. Yeah, from the Bardic Needle or whatever that thing is called. Yeah, okay, that's pretty nice.
Gun, so double the accuracy.
Please. I have to claim it from him? I see. New mission. Not a compliment, just a conclusion reached by the Defense Force after careful evaluation of your team's specialties. Okay, well that's pretty neat. I have not been taking advantage of that. I'm still woefully unfamiliar with this game's mechanics for having played it as much as I have. Probably I should just assume that a lot of the mechanics and collection is like one-to-one with Honkai and that there's always going to be an equivalent, and I just don't know where to find it. There's probably a lot of freebies out there that I have not yet claimed, just because I'm not as familiar with navigating the menus. Because your Bengu Navigator performed so well, we were hoping you could help this specialist get the arpeggio fault depths as soon as possible. Yes. I won't step on any toes when it comes to the rest of the mission details. Please speak with the individual in charge of the investigation. With the chaperones and other members of the squad. If you head near the entrance to the outpost right now, you should be able to see her. Okay, that was cool and all, but I really just want rewards. Then causing increasingly larger disruptions. Yada yada, blah 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 blah. Ray has been solely responsible. We knew this. She's doing her job. Yeah. Imagining this buttoned up, suited up dude just going like, yeah. Yeah, boy. I probably haven't. This guy has like 7 or 8 things on the backlog that he's been waiting for me to get into contact with him about. He's been blowing up my phone. I've just been ignoring him. I've been leaving him on red. Yes. Yes, I want the mission details. Okay, so that's this one. And these are the tickets that I get. Oh, there's a double event for these going on right now. Which ones of these do I actually need? Hello. Internet level 45. See, should I save these until I get like a higher level though and can use like the higher level version? Does that have better rewards? Yeah, the use. I get that those are free and I can use them, but should I save those like tokens for when I'm higher proxy level, or should I just send it? Let me see who I need better relics on for starters.
Ooh, we really harmonize.
What's my shit like on everybody right now? Hers is passable, I think. Hers is really not. Is this the recommended set on her? I need more of this OXO set. I need a fire damage bonus OXO. That's what we're gonna gamba for. Must have completed a routine. What? Is that not what I just did? Which one of these was the routine cleanup? Defense Force. That's the limited one. Alright, well the game is yanking my chain right now, so... Holy shit, look at all this shit that I have to claim still. Oh, this is the cleanup? Okay. That much I can do. We'll do one run of this one that we were just thinking about doing.
Two guns, so
Standing by. Let's move.
Put this guy in. And like I said too, I also need a second Bang. I think I have some Bupons left over, but I want a second 5-star one. Yeah, buddy, you're real cool with your crash landing. What kind of move is that? Just spinning in place and hitting nothing.
Electric charge. Alright, I'll take them out.
feel the power of Starlight.
We're getting in melee range with our guns. I do say that if you're in like a knife fight against a guy with a gun, you actually have a pretty significant advantage if you're like at close range. Because by the time that they have time to like aim and shoot at you, you will have time to close the distance and stab them. Because fucking guns are like really unreliable at close range, and knives are extremely reliable at close range. Having said that, I wouldn't recommend getting into a fight with anybody with a gun or a knife, but in that situation, your odds are better than you would expect. Use 3 of them. The Boston guy? Wait, which one? I actually don't remember this. You remember his name? Knife is, if I Google Detroit knife versus gun, is there going to be like a news article that pops up? I'm getting, I just saw a Reddit thread that popped up where people are like discussing knife versus gun fights. Oh, was this guy a guy who had like a YouTube channel and was offering like self-defense tips and stuff? 'Cause I may have seen clips of him, if it's the same guy. I'm thinking of. I'm looking at a YouTube video of it right now. This guy's not talking though. And also these guys are like operating with like paintball guns and stuff. Detroit gun guy. Let me see if this turns up anything. Detroit threat management. Yeah. Sean Strickland, this is a different guy. Yeah, this guy's a cop when he was posting those videos. I remember this fucking dude. He's a badass. Detroit urban survival tactics could get you killed. And there's an expose on this guy by some other guy who says that his shit is unreliable, so now I don't know who to believe.
shine.
Asset confirmed.
Yeah, that's funny though. I definitely have never been in a situation where I've had to like defend myself from somebody with a weapon, so I'm quite fortunate in that regard, but what is the second set that she runs? Do I have any fire damage boost things? I don't. Not a single fire damage boost.
I'll protect you from any danger.
I'll farm more relics later. I need to level up my guys first, I think. Okay, back to the original thing that I was planning on doing. Maybe I can craft some more shit here too, actually. Let me look. Oh hey Evelyn, what's up? I was actually just trying to get you something nice. Does this game have custom like crafting like the Honkai does, where you can choose the main stat? So I want this one.
The joy that this delicious composition brings is truly.
And I want fire damage boost. This is dismantling. I don't actually need to do that. Click a slot. Crack settings. Woodpecker Electro.
joy that this delicious composition brings.
So where do I choose the main stat? Can I do that? Or can I only do that in advanced tuning, which I haven't unlocked yet? Let's just do a 10 pull here. This is a nice song. Well, I definitely wasted some of my stuff just now. Electric, defense, HP. Shit. That's okay, I'll have it soon enough. No fire damage even on the purple ones, fuck me. I think I already have like a crit rate thing on her, so I need to...
Asset confirmed. Preparing to move out.
Crit damage. Also, it's only purple, so it's not actually that good. I actually have kind of like a crazy good set on Billy, but like not on anybody else. I don't have a physical damage boost on him though, now that I look at it. The percent attack is the next best thing. It's not actually that crazy now that I look at it, but it's passable. It's the best set that I have on anybody thus far. So, you know. At this point, I just take what I can get. Alright, let's keep exploring everyone's tragic backstories. Let's find out why this gentleman has a leash on.
Chief Miyabi! Tsukishiro! Hello! I'm so pleased to see you in such good health.
This guy's the king of sarcasm.
I'm here to submit my sick leave form. Same as before. You know the drill.
How many sick days could this guy possibly have left
3
over?
sick days this week. Got it. Chief, please don't go along with him. This isn't like ordering at a restaurant. Asaba, I have reminded you several times now you've already used up your leave for the year. In theory, we can't approve your requests anymore.
That's fine, I'll just take off and not get paid. That should be more like allowed in workplaces, is just taking sick days without making them pay you for sick days, but also without them firing you. I'd just be like, I don't feel like coming into work today, and they'll just be like, sure, fine. Go for it. We won't pay you for it.
theory is just theory. It's
I probably wouldn't be able to take advantage of that because
You
I'm
all know I've
fucking
been
broke,
sick
but
since I was a kid, and I still get flare-ups every now and then. That's why my family abandoned me.
I don't think anybody believes it, Chief.
Huh? Didn't you say last time that you had no parents? Just a master?
Yeah, after my parents abandoned me, my master took me in. I passed all the tests for the HSO, but got rejected because of my health. Thankfully, Chief Miyabi took pity on me.
I don't think this guy's that unhealthy, I'm gonna be honest.
I didn't choose you out of pity. It was simply because you were the strongest candidate.
Oh, you're too kind. What can I say? I'm a genius.
Fine. I'll figure something out for your leave. But 3 days is the absolute limit. And don't pull what you did last time, sending me a fake thermometer picture at midnight on the 3rd day, asking to extend your leave.
See, this is what you gotta do. You gotta have a picture of like a flat tire on your car and say like, oh man, I'm sorry boss, I can't come into work today, I have a flat. But you can send that in just whenever you need an excuse. Just make sure you don't reuse it, and also make sure there's not a timestamp on the actual picture that says it was from like 2016 or something. But I did have a blowout on one of my tires like this last year that I'm saving for when things are real dire. And I just have a situation where I just really don't fucking want to go into work. That shit fully popped though. I was not able to go. I was actually not. It was on a weekend, so it didn't actually inconvenience me from going into work, which I was pissed about.
Correction? That wasn't fake. It was the actual reading. Though, it was my cat's temperature.
Do cats have higher body temperature than humans? Let me look this up. Now I have to see. Cat's average body temperature. A cat's normal body temperature typically ranges from 100.5 to 102.5. Wait, this is fucking huge. Anyone who wants to get out of work, just get a cat. I guess the hard part from there is like taking your cat's temperature in a way that won't cause it to scratch and bite you, but
Public security recently seized a batch of illegal pharmaceuticals. Supposedly, they can temporarily boost ether aptitude.
roids.
This is a highly important case and could be transferred to us soon. When that happens, you won't have the flexibility to take any more time off.
This is the type of valuable slacking advice that you can only learn from myself or Harumasa. Harumasa just actually gave me a valuable life advice for getting out of work in the future. The only other issue there is that I'm like terribly allergic to cats, and this shit would be causing me to be sneezing even more than I already am today.
Drugs that can boost ether aptitude. Where were they seized?
In the hollow at Port Elpis. This is new. Are you actually interested in the case?
Oh, please. You know I'd never be interested in work.
Crazy this guy's employed here.
But a drug like that sounds perfect for slacking off. Wouldn't it be useful on missions? Why was it banned?
Because it's too good to be true. And even if it's real, there must be some unforeseen consequences.
It makes you impotent.
That was a cool line, Yanagi.
Thanks, Chief.
I've heard of this drug before, but it was years ago. It can boost ether aptitude temporarily, but the side effects are severe. It worsens corruption symptoms, and can even cause the user to turn into an ethereal.
Hello, I now have to look at what is a dog's body temperature.
Those are the consequences Nagi was talking about.
Dogs are in the exact same range actually, 100.5 to 102.5. People in my family have dogs. I can just run a thermometer. And probably they would be easier to take their temperature without them wanting to fight you.
In any case, seeking power like this is pure opportunism.
Average, and humans are like 98.6, right? New research suggests that the average is actually closer to 97.9. Huh, okay.
Real strength comes from hard work, not shortcuts.
That's Google AI generation saying that though, so that probably is completely fucking wrong.
In this world, those with real strength are always a rare minority.
Did you just say something?
It's the guy who joked about. This fucking bully, man. Don't bully the Sukaku. She doesn't deserve any of that shit.
Nothing. How let you get back to approving my sick leave then.
What is a demon lifespan like, anyways? Probably that made her live from like 700 years to 695, even if that was true, which it obviously wasn't.
My chest is starting to hurt again. Feels like I'm dying.
They must really like this guy to be putting up with all this.
Anywho, I'll get out of your hair now. See you after my leave. Take care, everyone.
Oh, this guy. He doesn't even try to fake it anymore.
He's a real people's champion.
Leave like this every month. I bet he's just sneaking off somewhere and stuffing his face with tasty food.
Well, since we're about to get his agent story, I'm sure it's actually going to be he's taking like 3 or 4 days a month to just like writhe in pain while he tries to suppress his ether corruption, and he's just trying to slack it off like he's lazy because he doesn't want people to worry about him.
Haramasa just has something he has to get done. If possible, I'd also like to...
Oh, no you don't. Chief, we have a very important meeting tomorrow. Please make sure you attend it. And don't be late.
Oh.
100? I don't know. I guess maybe demons have the same lifespans as humans then. Imagination, was there a knock on the door just now? It's a public business. I don't see why it's unreasonable that people would knock on the door.
Hey there, you two. How's it going?
Hey.
I knew it was you. Didn't even bother knocking twice.
He really just walked up and went. I would actually think somebody just fell against my front door if that happened.
Knocking on the door is just
Yeah, it's just mean.
thing that wears me out.
Just slightly mean.
As long as I get what I need, it doesn't matter how many times I knock. More importantly, I need your help with something. Actually, you're the only ones who can help me out.
What is it? Sounds pretty serious when you put it like that.
I need to go into the Hollow for a case, but my carrot's acting up. You're the only proxies I know that I can trust.
Sure.
No way. This is actually for work? Since when did you become so passionate about your job? You're not messing with me, are you?
25? Oh, fuck. So this guy is definitely, like, actually doomed then. Probably he's built different and will live a little bit longer than that, but... he basically is just, like, a terminal cancer patient. In which case, I fully understand just letting him have off as many days as he wants.
Ouch, that hurts. As a professional executive
Do
officer,
they know he has that?
I've always been
Or do they
proud
just
to
think
get
his
my
medicine
job.
is just for,
After
like, Tylenol dude just takes for headaches?
Besides, this is an excellent opportunity for you to see me in action. I'm sure the experience will come in handy if you run into any trouble in the future.
We don't want any trouble with the executive officers. Anyway, what's this case that you're working on?
I'm trying to track down a wanted criminal who's been missing for years now. His major crime is developing an illegal drug through illicit means.
Sounds cool as hell to me.
This drug is beyond existing theoretical knowledge and can significantly boost the user's ether aptitude temporarily. Simply put, it's like a wonder drug you see in the movies that can deliver superhuman strength with a single injection.
What was that one fucking movie where they, like, injected people with shit and then they immediately became super smart? Limitless, that was the name of that thing. That movie was a trip. They made the drug from Limitless. Although this is strength and not, like, super brain power.
If there really is such a wonder drug, then wouldn't that give anyone free entry into the Hollows?
Val is right. If this drug really does exist and is safe to use, the city would already be researching and promoting it, wouldn't they?
Yeah, you would kind of have to hand this out, like, en masse to prevent people from getting corrupted when they accidentally fall into the Hollows, which it seems like happens to everybody, like, often.
Yes, this drug is extremely dangerous. In theory, it should have been completely destroyed years ago, but recently some rumors have started to circulate. They're probably connected to the drug's creator, the criminal I mentioned before, and my goal is to find him. Of course, I'll offer you fair compensation. Dennies are meant to be spent, so just name your price.
$1.
You should have mentioned that sooner. Of course we'll help you. Understanding the job of an executive officer is very important. So, when do we leave?
Now. no time to lose. Meet me at Port Elpis. I'll be waiting for you there, partner.
Partner? Why do you say it like that? Really good ether aptitude until one day it drops to zero, so they instantly turn into the ethereal the moment they're in a hollow. And that can just happen with like no warning. That's tough. One day the switch will just flip. What if you just never go into a hollow with that though?
Is it time to clock out? Need something? Go ask my colleagues.
Is the concert starting? Ready for combat.
Ugh. That's one of the worst places. That's gonna affect your cardio, your fucking...
Ooh, standing by.
Yeah.
Anby, in position.
I'm underleveled now. Goddamn. The ground. Okay, respectfully, I'm not reading all this. I just know he has the funny left click.
Let's search for clues in this area and see if we can find anything on this suspicious drug. Whoa! Looks like we've got a big one over there.
Robin Hood head ass.
Yeah, I'm here.
You can kind of fucking shit up in melee range too. Yeah, so if it's still affecting his lungs even when he's not inside the hollow, then I guess him going into the hollow probably is not that big of a deal. It's not going to get worse. I once fantasized about riding the wind. As long as there was wind, I could go anywhere. As if I were born free. Oh. Shouldn't I just learn how to pilot a helicopter? My phone's lock pattern is always an arrow pointing to the upper right like a plane. It's got a few other meanings. Suspicious biological signal has been detected ahead. Control switch for a container has been located on the opposite side. Use it if needed. Aiming mode, he can switch targets by moving the camera.
A bow is so convenient at times like this.
That is pretty nice, actually.
It's perfect for someone as efficient as me.
They should allow free aim on characters like this and Trigger and just let you play this game like an FPS. I would be able to dig up all the old skills I got from playing fucking Call of Duty back in the day and quick scope the hell out of these idiots. I also played a good bit of Apex at certain points. And I was running the bow in that game too, whenever I could. Surely it can't be that different. Oh, hey, Seth.
How do you do, my fellow officers? Great work.
That uniform. Is he an executive officer? What is he doing here? Don't tell me those guys from HSO are trying to take our credit again.
Relax. I'm not the type of person to take credit for someone else's work.
Not the type to do work, period.
Right, Junior Seth? Oh, please say hi to your brother for me.
Junior?
He and I both graduated from the same academy. Just not in the same year. So, Asaba, executive officer, what are you doing here?
Oh, nothing much, really. Just a teensy little favor. I know PubSec is investigating the illegal drug case. Can I take a look at the samples you seized?
That's crucial evidence! You're definitely trying to steal our credit. This case hasn't been transferred over to HSO yet.
Honestly, Haramasa is doing all this like off the clock. They don't even know that he's like not representing the HSO right now.
Connected to an important case I'm investigating. According to the Public Security Handbook, rule number... what was it again? In any case, PubSec officers are obligated to assist executive officers with their investigations inside the Hollows.
So HSO is basically like the FBI, and public security is just the police.
In other words, you can't say no to me.
Mr. Executive Officer, it's not that we don't want to provide them. It's just that all the confiscated drugs have been sent to the evidence room, and we don't have any with us right now. Right, Seth?
Let's see if Seth is capable of lying.
That's right.
Oh shit, he is.
Has anyone told you that you're terrible at lying? Since you aren't willing to cooperate, I guess I'll just have to take them myself.
Uh-oh, we're gonna beat these guys up.
Such clean moves. Wait, did you just go through my pockets?
Aha! Found it. This is an unfinished product. You haven't completed the potency tests, have you? The active ingredients are too minimal to increase ether
You
activity.
can tell all that just by smelling it. What kind of bloodhound ass nose does this guy
If you
have?
ask me, this isn't the real stuff. Just a cheap knockoff.
How did you manage to gather so much information from just a few looks and a couple of sniffs?
Because I'm an elite from Section 6. So, do you regret choosing public security when you graduated?
Hey, you really know how to piss someone off, don't you?
Yeah, that's his entire thing.
Thanks for the compliment. By the way, I should probably mention that there's a whole bunch of ethereals over there sprinting this way. I'll leave them for our brave and skilled public security officers to handle.
Wait, you're just gonna hide behind us like that?
I'm sure you don't need me to deal with these ethereals, right? Besides, I'm busy protecting my Bangbu here. I believe in you. Go team!
Go team, break it up. Good job, everybody.
Huh? Sure. You do that. Keep me safe.
Don't worry. I won't let anything happen to you.
Just ignore him. Let's fight. Help. Help me.
This seems like a bait of some sort.
Young citizen, have you gotten lost in the hollow? Do you need help? They are still
He's about to turn into an ethereal any second now.
there. Help.
He is on his last legs.
His eyes. What's happening? Is that a sign of corruption?
There's no time. I don't think he can see us. Maybe he can't hear us either.
Stay away from him!
Ow. This is tough.
The kid's turning into an ethereal.
This is our first time like seeing the actual process like happening though, the actual transformation. Usually it just cuts from human and then suddenly they're an ethereal.
His corruption symptoms were pretty mild. Plus his core came out in seconds. That's impossible.
Oh no, he's gonna attack!
It's too late. This ethereal is tougher than it looks. If you don't want to fight, then get behind me. Now, I'll take him down.
It reminds you of you.
This guy. Why do I get the feeling it isn't your average ethereal?
Oh yeah, that's right.
You're right. But worry about yourself first. I'd rather not have to scrape you off the floor here.
He's not that tough.
Don't underestimate me.
Who's the pathetic one now?
In fact, he was quite weak.
It's over now. Rest in peace.
What happened to him? His corruption symptoms were unlike anything we've seen in the handbook. His core appeared almost instantly.
Oh, is that like
There was no
a free
chance
crit?
we could have saved him.
That's because those weren't signs of corruption. They're indicators of a late-stage disease.
Ether aptitude regression syndrome.
I mean, he was weak. What else can I say? I wouldn't have said anything at all if Hiramasa wasn't like, he's stronger than he looks. Be careful, stay behind me. And then that guy fell over from a strong gust of wind.
People with this condition are naturally frail, with lesions appearing on their skin. But they have a higher ether aptitude than the average person.
This is what homie has.
In the late stages, their bodies will rapidly deteriorate until they gradually lose all sensory perception under severe pain. In the end, just like that kid, even the slightest contact with ether causes severe corruption.
So yeah, like, once this gets bad, just don't go into the hollow.
Their high ether aptitude makes this disease turn a blessing into a curse. And there's no cure yet. Long time no see, Harumasa. How have you been these past years?
Do you know each other?
We're old acquaintances. What are you doing here?
Look at you, all grown up. What happened to my little pal? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kirishima.
And the orbs are there and you swap them, that's where okay.
That his condition had progressed to late stages. He couldn't take the pain anymore. So he decided to enter the hollow and end.
Yeah, he's just slowly probably getting harder and harder for him to breathe too, just in regular everyday life.
Sorry you had to see that. Children suffering from this disease usually don't live long. I wish I'd noticed his emotional struggles.
So this kid basically just killed himself.
So all those strange things just now were symptoms of a disease?
I would probably have killed myself in like a regular way and not going into the hollow.
At
but
any rate, public security will need to look into this. We'll have to bring you in for a statement.
No problem. I'll fully cooperate with public security's work. But first, could you please give me a moment to catch up with my dear classmate?
It's also like those people in the zombie movies that like get bit and then they like shoot themselves before they turn into a zombie. You have to like also consider the complications of leaving your body in a way that it will attack other people. I would not go become an ethereal and then risk my body attacking somebody else and turning them into an ethereal. Yeah, true.
Go ahead.
I don't really see any need for us to catch up.
Come on now, I thought we'd have a lot to share. Honestly, I never imagined you'd still be...
alive.
And become such an outstanding executive officer. Impressive. But you've always been a well-behaved, diligent,
yeah,
hard-working kid. It looks like all your effort has paid off.
It may literally just be cancer, and that like it has going into the hollows has a specific effect on cancer cells or something.
Well-behaved, diligent, and hardworking? Is this satire?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that as a compliment. So, since when did you become a doctor? And one who takes on patients like that?
I run a sanatorium that treats patients with ether aptitude regression syndrome to make up for my past mistakes.
He definitely looks like a morally gray doctor from a horror anime of some sort.
I'm genuinely surprised hearing those words coming from your mouth.
I may have done some bad things, but I was deceived by that man just like you were. You know that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been acquitted.
Glove didn't fit.
Whatever you say. What does any of this have to do with me?
If fate has reunited us here, there must be a reason. You and I, we should work together. I found some leads on him already. You've been looking for him for a while too, right? If you want, we can find him together as classmates.
You've been investigating Master.
That's right. I found a shelter that he used to hide in years ago. It was corrupted by a hollow, but there's still many clues left behind.
There were. I like that contraction.
If we work together and investigate the shelter,
very underused.
we might be able to follow the trail and locate where he's hiding now.
Let me think about it. By the way, Master told me that I was his only student, and you were just an assistant. We're not classmates. I was clueless as a kid, and didn't care about these things. So I'd appreciate it if you stopped acting like we're friends.
Come on, but we're indeed...
Sorry. How much longer will you need? It's not safe. We should get out of here ASAP.
We're done talking. The rest is public security's job, and I won't interfere. Goodbye, everyone.
I definitely don't trust this motherfucker worth a damn. I don't want to talk to him either. I approve your decision of leaving.
What were you guys talking about? I couldn't follow at all.
Sorry. That wasn't intentional. We can talk about it once we get somewhere safe.
Tragic backstory time.
To be honest, I was only planning to snag a few samples from the PubSec officers. Everything that happened afterwards. The kid turning into an ethereal, and Kirishima. None of that was part of the plan.
Obviously not. I would hope you didn't plan for some kid to walk in there and die a horrible death.
What's up with that guy, Kirishima? He said he was your senior, but something felt kinda off between you guys.
I have a master, and Kirishima was my master's assistant. I guess you could say we're old acquaintances. So yeah, no heartwarming, cheesy movie moments between me and him.
We were both lab rats in the sterile medical facility that we both grew up in.
Trust him.
I can tell that you two aren't very close.
Oh, and about the master thing. Cards on the table. Remember I told you the guy who made that drug is a wanted criminal who's been missing? Well, that wanted criminal is my master.
Oh, so you also have a master slash parental figure who has been hated by society and wants to hunt you down.
His drug improves ether aptitude
What
temporarily.
a coincidence.
But there's no way around the terrible side effects. And that's not all. He was found guilty by the Inquisitors in a trial at the time, but disappeared before facing punishment. Kirishima thinks my master fled to avoid punishment. He feels that he was deceived into participating in illegal experiments, so he wants to get back at my master for it. He even wanted me to join him.
So what do you think of your master?
He's gonna be like,
Confront him too?
he doesn't want to redeem his master, I bet. I bet he's just gonna be like, fuck that guy.
Master taught me a lot of things, including archery. To me, he was like family.
But
I was clueless about his research until he disappeared.
okay, never mind. He actually was a nice guy.
I've been hoping to find him because I have a question only he can answer. I've been trying to investigate this case since I became an executive officer. There's never been any substantial evidence until the drug resurfaced recently. The sample I saw was not my master's work. It's a cheap knockoff, an unfinished product that's less effective with worse side effects. There. I just told you everything. Very sincere of me as a partner, don't you think?
Kind of crazy that he actually goes and tells us about this first instead of his coworkers.
Oh, one more thing, very important. This isn't actually for work. Just my private investigation. If Chief Miyabi and the others ask you about it, can you keep it a secret for me? Please?
Don't worry.
Sure, why not?
Your secret is safe with me.
Thanks. You're the best partner. Oops. I didn't realize it's so late already. I'm heading out. I'll let you know when I find any more leads.
I came mentally prepared. I knew dealing with an executive officer would get complicated. He's definitely hiding something from us. Yes, the fact that he is slowly withering. He seems open enough, but he's definitely dodging some important questions. It's getting late. It's been a long day. Let's go get to bed. I agree. I don't have that many of these agent stories left, by the way. I only have Haramasa, Lighter, Qingyi. And I think that's it. Yeah. Eventually I'm going to be out of content. Just like I am with Honkai. And I'll be just stuck playing new content as it's released, and then I'll be done again until more new content gets released. Which I guess that is kind of what you eventually get to with these games. It's like you just log on, do your dailies, do new content when it's released, and then you know, you rotate between all of them if you play multiple ones, but free food is free food, right? Wait, did you ask me out just now so we can mooch off of it together? I was just kidding. This is about that commission from before, of course. You met the one treating me to this meal. When people are unusually nice for no reason, it might just be a trap. If anything goes wrong along the way, I can only rely on you. But you have very misplaced trust. If possible, I'd like to be buried at sea. Huh? Oh, looks like they're here. Why do you say that? Sorry to keep you waiting. I brought these high schoolers with me. They're here to bully you. My friend Belle, she's interested in your sanatorium. She's a big shot tycoon, runs a business that's really taken off. Might just invest. Guys like her love donating to good causes. That's right. That seems more suspicious than acting confused. The wealthier they are, the more they know to keep it low key, you know. Well, I'm honored. Here, let me introduce my lab rats.
These kids are currently living at my sanatorium. Tsubaki, Kana, Ryosuke, say hi to everyone.
Nice to meet you. Our families left us when we got sick. We're lucky, Mr. Kirishima.
So are these also patients who have that disease?
Yeah. Mr. Kirishima's sanatorium gives us free food,
That's sad.
shelter, and medical care. Without him, we'd be homeless. We're all very grateful to him.
So this dude is basically running like St. Jude's Children's Hospital out of his like own backyard. I mean, that on its own seems kind of respectable, but I'm sure he's doing some shady shit in the background.
I'm just doing my part. Ether aptitude regression syndrome is very rare. Hardly anyone understands what you're going through.
Oh, really? Last I heard, certain characteristics of this disease are pretty well known.
Anyway, since we're all here today, let's talk about happier things, shall we? My new manager friend here might not know this, but Harumasa was a real genius when he was a kid. First time he picked up a bow, he was hitting bullseyes. Just incredible.
Okay, Hawkeye.
Really? I can't imagine.
Not just archery. This kid could learn anything with minimal guidance. Gotta envy that talent.
Oh man, I wish I had this.
Master turned out the way he did. The things that man did are unforgivable. That's why I want to find him with Harumasa.
Your name's Kana, right? Why are you so quiet?
Don't ask a quiet person this. By the way, never do that.
She's not used to socializing due to her health. Don't mind her.
Why don't you speak more? Fuck you, Harumasa.
Come on, no use just standing here. Let's go inside and have some hot pot.
You are the introvert's worst enemy. Keeps his head down, fiddling with his phone. Is he the type that gets embarrassed? Oh, that's cute. Foreign kids are very shy and quiet. The conversation tries to. The Harumasa doesn't want to talk about the master because it seems like this guy hates his guts.
Maybe we could find somewhere else to...
Sorry that we're meeting again under such circumstances, Mr. Kirishima. But we've received an anonymous tip about illegal activities you may be involved with.
Uh-oh.
Please, come with us.
Illegal activities? You must be mistaken. I have always been a law-abiding citizen.
No mistake, sir. We're here for you. You know exactly what this is about.
Maybe he's doing research on these children.
Now come along, Mr. Kirishima. We'll get you situated with some fresh tea down at the station.
We'll get you some McDonald's. Just make sure to snitch on all of your coworkers.
I'm afraid this isn't a good time. I have to take these kids back to the sanatorium soon. They hardly get to see the outside world, and I can't just leave them all on their own. Surely you understand.
Cooperating with public security is every law-abiding citizen's duty.
Wonder who it was that turned him in.
Time. Tell you what, I'll take the kids. I promise they'll get back to the sanatorium safely. Sound good?
Mr. Kirishima, shall we go?
Okay. I'll entrust the kids with you, Harumasa. But could you take them to Port Elpis? The sanatorium is nearby, and I'll send someone to pick them up.
These kids are not going back. They're going to, like, Child Protective Services or something.
Oh. You don't want me to visit the sanatorium? Got something to hide?
Of course not. I just don't want you to go out of your way. The sanatorium is in a remote area with a quiet environment to better help our patients. It's really hard to find without someone leading the way.
Oh, I see. Well, my super rich friend here wants to come too. Wouldn't you want a wealthy investor to see your sanatorium? Might just drop a couple $100 million Denny's on it.
Yes.
That's right. I'm very interested in your project. And if I like what I see, I'd happily invest $100 million.
We'd need to prepare for such an esteemed guest properly. There's still parts of the sanatorium that need...
You're dodging and ducking.
We'll be sure to invite you once everything's ready. Isn't that right, Tsubaki?
Yes. Mr. Kirishima is right. We still have to get some things ready.
All right. I'll bring them to the port and your staff can meet us there.
Psych, we're going to the fucking sanatorium.
Okay, kids, stay close to Harumasa. Be good and don't cause him any trouble. Got it?
Got it, he said, ominously.
See you later. All right, everyone. Let's go.
Got it, he said, fury in his eyes, threats in his words. You drive way too fast. I feel a little... Oh, sorry. You get car sick? Want to take a break? I'm okay. It's like your contact isn't here yet. Let's go check out the ocean first. Knew you'd be on board. Come on, ocean ahoy. I don't think this is a good idea. Mr. Kirishima's gonna get mad. Worried about our health. Fuck that guy. As long as we keep it between us, he'll never know. I want to see the ocean. Is this not the ocean that's literally 2 feet behind you? If it happens, I got you covered. Just follow my lead. Congrats, it's the ocean. We're here now. Oh, this is literally like the San Francisco, it's like the Golden Gate Bridge. It's beautiful here. Yeah, I didn't expect the view from the side to be so stunning. You live nearby. Of course, we've been here, just slipped my mind for a sec. Yeah, that's right, we don't get out much because of our condition. Take it easy. Now that we're here, let's make the most of it and have some fun. Even the air here feels so much fresher. Seagulls. Much about sea... Why is it flying at me? Must have heard you talking trash about it. Oh, these poor kids. They're definitely being, like, abused and neglected. Only things could stay like this forever. Alright everyone, I have an idea. Since the weather's so nice and we got so many people, how about we play a game? You know, to pass the time. Play hide and seek. The 3 of you go hide. It's fun once in a while. Since Kana's all for it, I guess I'm fine. You see something? Don't want to hand them over to the contact? They're clearly afraid of something, yes. So you were the one who called in PubSec? We already knew that. All true stuff he's done in the past. Might be enough to put him away. Make him sit through an afternoon at PubSec. One to your contacts for like spend the afternoon enjoying a really good nap. We're gonna knock this guy out on his boat. We're gonna do him like the fucking Godfather did. Just toss his ass overboard. Some cement shoes. What a shit hiding spot. You're terrible. Oh no, you found me. It's been a while since I played hide and seek. I didn't expect it to be this fun. Took us a while to track you down. Really? You picked a smart hiding spot. That's cap. What did Kirishima say about me to you? He said that you're a very important guest and we should make a good impression, something like that. That guy sure likes to make things up. We did know each other as kids, we've got nothing to do with each other now. I mean, to bend the rules before him. The truth is, while working in the Hollow recently, I ran into a boy who'd been consumed by corruption, turning him into an ethereal. One of the patients from your sanatorium. His name was Shinya, I think. Shinya couldn't bear the pain from his illness anymore and chose to take his own life. Or he was eventually turned into an ethereal. Wasn't suicidal? You okay? Shinya's death really hit her hard. They known each other for a long time, they grew up together. They were among the first to enter the sanatorium, so I guess they supported each other through a lot. Emotional issues, her family ignored, only got worse, and she eventually took her. Oh, wow, this is a very serious questline. Kinda wouldn't do something like that, would she? If she's left to her own devices, it could be dangerous. This is a very, like, sneaky way for him to get more, like, information about the sanatorium, but also this is kind of him looking out for her well-being. Our illness makes things tough, but Kana wasn't always like this. He used to be the most optimistic person. When I first got there, I almost didn't make it. It was her who got me through the roughest patch. But after what happened with Shinya, she's completely changed. She's closed off, barely said a word, and won't even touch her food. Body won't hold up. She's my best friend. I just want her to be happy. I'm pretty good at comforting people. Yeah. Is it? I feel like I'm not pulling off the billionaire thing convincingly, because also, like, what billionaire would dress like this? Just like in streetwear. Billionaires either dress like the most fancy motherfuckers on the planet with like $10,000 suits, or they dress like Adam Sandler and just are constantly walking around with like hoodies and gym shorts. I don't think a billionaire would try and wear like fashionable street clothes. Kana loves the breach show. She might be hiding somewhere high up. You've got a crush on Kana, don't you? And Kana and I would be good together. Looks away. Nah, we gotta support him. But Kana would never like me. She's always at her eyes on Shinya. Oh, well, I have good news for you, Ryosuke. He passed away. I feel like you can never measure up to someone who's gone. Of course not. That actually is a good point. I didn't even have the guts to fight back. I can't talk about the details. People like us could disappear from this world without warning at any given minute. The longer you stay in the sanatorium, the older you get, the more likely it is your illness gets to you. We've had friends who were fine one day and gone the next. Every meeting, every conversation could be the last. Damn. Sometimes I wonder, is it really all this effort, worth all this effort just to keep living? It is. I want to believe that everything is worth it. Until our final moments arrive, don't give up, alright? Let me talk to Kana. She's been really upset after all that happened to Shinya. Here she might do something reckless. She couldn't have gone. She's just too good at hide and seek. She all the way up top. Is she where we went to hang out with Astriel that one time? Isn't this area off limits? Did you forget? I'm an executive officer. I can just go anywhere. I just have to flash my badge at people. It's been so long since I've seen a view like this. He's not going anywhere. Do you know about our illness? Of course, I also know about Shinya. Your friends are really worried about you. They want you to keep on living. I wish all of us could be cured, but they never wanted us to get better. So what? What? They don't want you to get better, so what? That's what they want. It's got nothing to do with you. The only thing you need to consider is, what do you want? Tell me, if we're destined from birth to live only a brief, painful life, what's the point of trying so hard to live? Oh, that's a pretty heavy question. For me, though, it's because I want to believe that something good will happen. Like you, I spent most of my childhood in a hospital room because of my condition. But now, at least, I can stand in a place where I can feel the wind. Hell yeah. Haramasa is a true appreciator of the ephemeral nature of human life and the desire to experience the beauty while we're here for this short time. Very based worldview. A lot of archers don't like the wind because it messes with their aim. But I love it. It gives me this sense of freedom. I didn't expect you to be such a poet. I was thinking I'd get a snarkier answer. Oh, come on, I'm always super gentle to you kids. He's not always gentle, that's just a straight up lie. You're so close. Which is only natural. Belle's our best partner I could ask for, after all. I'd be totally lost without her. Anyway, back on topic. This is your life, Kana. You have to decide what you're living for. But if you really don't want to live anymore, well, there's nothing much I can say. Don't say that. I mean, it sounds cruel to say that, but it is, like, kind of correct. Like, just giving suicidal people flowery language about, like, oh... Like, I agree with Haramasa's viewpoint about, like, life is beautiful and life is worth living, but telling that to a suicidal person is just, like... the most patronizing, like, empty, like, vague, pointless thing you could possibly say to them. I'm just being honest. Don't you ever get tired of people shouting, "Stay strong," and you've got to keep going like they're selling some self-help course? It gets annoying, right? Yeah, hitting that can feel like salt in the wound. But no matter what, being a survivor in your own heart is better than just being a victim, right? Even Shinya, I bet he never saw himself as just a victim. He must have chosen this path to protect someone precious to him. There we are. I just wanted to take on the view a bit longer to remember it better. Everyone's here, let's take a group photo. That's a good idea. These poor kids, man. Wait, how are we taking this photo? Where's this camera angle being held from? Did someone have a drone? This is nice. They look great. Let me see. The wind mess up my hair? I don't think so. It looks pretty good to me. Really, Kana? You think I look good? Not twisting Kana's words to suit yourself like that. Everyone already knows this guy's down bad. Thanks for the photo. I really like them. What do we do next? Only one task ahead of us. To enjoy ourselves. We're taking these kids on a field trip. I like this. Might catch a cold. Harumasa-sama. Harumasa. Masa. I forgot that's what we called him. I've always been thoughtful, haven't I? This place is a great photo spot. We frame it like this guy is just like way over here on the side and he's not part of the group. He's just some fucking kid that we found here. He's photobombing the pic. Oh wait, no, let's get the seagull included. Look at the camera, you dumb bitch. Thank you. Perfect. Not ready yet. The middleman outsourced this task to you. What? You don't have something against Bang Boo, do you? You completed the mission perfectly, you know. Of course not, just a little surprise, that's all. Don't worry, since you completed the mission, you'll get what's owed. Like to take a group photo? Sure. We're gonna have a good album by the end of this. We're just doing a casual slice of life photo here. This contact's gonna be so fucking confused when he wakes up and it's nighttime. Go to the restroom. Risuke should come too. Isn't appropriate, is it? Just do as I say. Discuss whether they should trust us or not. Intel gathering. I am a Section 6 elite after all. You know, I feel like I can see a bit of my past self in them. Asked myself that many times before. Sadly, this is something no one else can give you an answer to. Every now and then this game does impart like valuable life lessons in these quest lines. Find your own reason for living even if your life sucks. Now who's the sweet talker here? Is this the suspicious guy?
Wait. You mean the drugs we seized are linked to a big case from years ago?
That's what people are saying. Apparently it's a case from way back when. There was this researcher who invented an enhancing serum that could boost ether aptitude significantly in an instant. Even though it had nasty side effects and was totally illegal, it still caught the eye of some groups.
What's a good... If a drug doesn't have a couple of nasty side effects, can it even really be called a drug?
But that's not even the wildest part. Do you know how the drug is made? They make it from living beings.
Every fucking drug is made from living beings, you dipshit. It's fucking penicillin. It's crushed up herbs.
Living beings? Like animals? Or do you mean live ethereals?
Well, if it's made from still living beings, that's maybe actually different, and I was jumping to conclusions.
Can't even imagine. They make it from live human tissue.
Okay, yeah, that's different. Sorry for calling you a dumbass.
Live? Human tissue?
It's from patients with a special disease. We saw one, remember? The kid who turned into an ethereal right before us? I think it was called Ether Aptitude Regression Syndrome. It's a terminal illness. Most patients die before reaching adulthood, and the longer they live, the more dangerous it gets. They rarely make it past their 20s. The gist of it is, because of this disease, their tissue can be used to create the wonder drug that boosts ether aptitude.
Yeah, okay, that's fucked up. They're doing it with that girl in My Hero Academia, whose name I forgot. They're harvesting them.
What wonder drug? This is straight up illegal. And using live people to make it? Do they even see them as humans?
Well, it's definitely very risky for the patients.
Eri,
Put
yeah.
worsen their illness, maybe even kill them.
Poor Eri.
To be honest, if they could reduce the side effects, I'd be up for trying it. Considering we have to go into the hollows regularly, even the best of us can run into danger. If we had a drug like this, we'd feel a lot safer.
And what's a few kids having their skin harvested as part of a medical procedure to preserve the safety of our officers, you know?
Isn't that unethical? Yeah, we might be safer, but what about the patients? They deserve to live a good life too.
You make a good point.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Fuck you, Watt.
It's a small price to pay. Since the disease is terminal, just like your colleague pointed out, maybe using them to make drugs that help others isn't such a bad idea.
Alright, Harumasa, what's your play here? I know you obviously don't seriously think
Making
that.
the world a better place often means sacrifices. Between patients who won't live long and promising officers like you, the choice is obvious. Looking at the big picture from New Eridu's standpoint, these patients are just necessary sacrifices we have to make.
Asaba Harumasa! As an executive officer at Section 6, how could you say that? No one deserves to be a sacrifice!
Seth, having the correct opinion for once? Actually, Seth usually has the correct opinion. He's just, like, unusually stupid and straightforward.
We all swore an oath when we graduated from the academy. No matter where we end up, public security or HSO, we pledge to serve and protect all civilians equally, not to judge them as more or less valuable. You can't weigh one life over another. If you really believe that, you shouldn't be wearing that uniform.
Damn straight, tell him. Ooh, who do we go up against? Yeah, he was mad, man. And I get it.
Seth, calm down. Harumasa probably didn't mean it that way.
Interesting. I never thought a man like your brother could have a sibling like you.
Huh? What's my brother got to do with this?
Nothing. Just thinking out loud.
Is his brother, like, related to the master guy?
What? You want to fight? I'm not afraid of you!
You're an honest man. You're going to make an excellent public security officer.
Huh?
Oh, and just to clarify, the drug's made from spinal fluid,
Oh.
not body tissue. It has to be extracted directly from the back of the neck while the patient is still alive.
That makes it even fucking worse. That shit is painful. I have not had to have spinal fluid extracted, but I've only heard horrifying things about it from people who have.
Then, I'll leave you officers to your work.
I know a guy who had to get a lumbar puncture done once. And he said that was like the worst pain he's experienced.
What was all that about? Things escalated real fast. You're not mad, are you?
Was he just saying all that to like suss out Seth's opinion on this?
No. I was just curious how other authorities think about the drug. That's all. By the way, what's your take on this drug?
Production is messed up.
The production of this drug is messed up. What kind of civilized society would use living people to make medicine? Just like Seth said, no one should be a sacrifice.
No one should be a sacrifice, huh? I see.
Damn straight.
The kids are probably done talking. Let's go check on them.
Trust us. Let us into the circle.
What do you want to drink? It's on me. Excuse me, can I get a bitter gourd juice first?
That sounds fucking terrible. Bitter gourd juice?
Bitter gourd juice? That's a unique choice.
Imagine you're just like working at a bar and some dude comes up and asks for pumpkin juice.
You might be surprised, but bitterness can actually taste pretty good once you're used to it.
And not even that. Pumpkin juice, but make it even more bitter. Please. Thank you.
When you've had to take as many meds as I have, for as long as I have, you start to appreciate the flavor.
I've taken a lot of fucking Benadryl and a lot of other shitty tasting medicine in my life. Never once have I had enough to the point that I thought, wow, this is actually kind of nice. I appreciate the complex, like, taste palette that this is inflicting upon my tongue.
Relax.
Not a one time.
You can trust me. Not just because I'm from HSO. I've also got some unfinished business with Kirishima.
It was Kirishima who killed Shinya.
Oh.
A lot of kids at the sanatorium have died because of him.
Oh. Well, I mean, we kind of knew that.
He's doing experiments on you, isn't he?
You knew?
Just a guess. I didn't see any puncture marks on your necks. He must have told you to cover them up.
How would we cover that up, though? Like a band-aid? Makeup?
Yeah, Kirishima has been using us, taking our
Nobody's wearing
spinal
chokers or
fluids with
nothing.
an ether aptitude booster drug. The whole sanatorium is just one big human experiment lab. But he tells everyone it's a charity to help us. Shinya died because of him.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna need to call in the fucking SWAT team. We're gonna need to bust this dude's doors down.
Shinya wasn't even that sick. He had the mildest symptoms among us.
Among us.
But Kirishima, he injected Shinya with the drug he developed himself. Just because he wanted to collect data on the side effects. Fully aware it's deadly to people like us.
Nah, man. Straight to jail with this guy. Straight to jail. Straight to the bottom of the jail.
Even though his drug is an unfinished product, the side effects are still too much for patients with ether aptitude regression syndrome.
Shinya took my place. I was the one who was supposed to get injected.
Oh.
I know people at Public Security. I'm taking you to report this case right now.
We can't. He warned us that the other kids at the sanatorium are his hostages. And if we do anything, they'll die.
Alright, we're gonna do some covert operations. We're gonna raid this dude in the middle of the night like the fucking SEAL team did with Osama bin Laden. We're just gonna come storming in with no warning.
How's your condition right now?
Not great. I probably don't have much time left.
Don't say things like that, Kana. We're all gonna be okay.
I'm not just saying that, Tsubaki. I've made up my mind. Next time, when it's your turn to extract the spinal fluid, just use mine. He won't care whose it is, as long as it works, at the very least. I want to do something meaningful before my time is up.
This whole quest is just too sad, man.
You should rest more because your condition's worsened. I'm doing okay right now. They can have my spinal fluid.
There you go, Ryosuke. Protect your girl. Also, I was not expecting this guy to have that much of a high-pitched voice. There was there was like a quest line earlier where we were hanging out with literal like elementary schoolers. And it was a friend of I already forgot that girl's name, but the really chuny girl who was like friends with like whose parents were rich and who was trying to steal the artwork. But we were hanging out with her classmates and they were like slightly younger than her. There was a boy there who was like 7. But that boy sounded like he had already hit puberty. It was like someone with a voice like mine that was like trying to do an impression of a boy with a high-pitched voice. No, you should rest more because your condition's worsen. And then they bring in like an actual girl to do, or a prepubescent child to do this guy's voice when he's like 15 years old. Yeah, I guess he's had nothing but meds. Maybe his it's like affects hormones and puberty and shit. Possibly I'm being too harsh on him. But I definitely did not expect him to have that voice when he spoke, especially considering how I've heard other male children in this game being voiced. Man, imagine being like this old in your life and like having never had a slice of pizza though. Like a burger. You just only have eaten meds. You've only eaten out of like an IV or like a shit crushed up in a blender and fed to you in a smoothie.
There you all are. I've been looking everywhere.
Look who's here. What took you so long? I thought you'd forgotten about these kids.
I would never. The guy I sent to meet you must have dozed off in the car. He wasn't picking up my calls.
Sounds like he's burnt out from working too hard. You should watch out for that. Labor disputes are not fun.
You're right. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for taking care of the kids today. It's getting late. I'll take them back now.
Don't worry. I've talked to the kids and slipped GPS
Nice.
trackers and mics on them.
I was confused why we were letting that happen.
You didn't say anything you shouldn't have today, did you?
No! We didn't say anything!
Good. Remember, you're just my living medical supplies.
Dude, this guy is just straight up evil.
Anyone who dares disobey me will be joining Shinya soon. I could use someone to test the side effects of the latest batch.
Having said that, this is a very good way to gather evidence for the court case. Yeah, we don't need to listen to all that.
This guy is pure evil. We've got to stop him.
We'll use the recordings as evidence, and I'm going to track down the exact coordinates of the sanatorium.
They've been doing this for years. What's a couple more nights while we gather evidence and prepare a SWAT team?
Like Kana said, there are other kids there. We can't risk alerting him. Otherwise, knowing what he's like, he'll probably kill them all and cover everything up.
I hope we get to kill this motherfucker in a really brutal way, like by the end of this quest
As
line.
for the spinal fluid, I'll figure something out.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
I'm fine. Just a bit worn out today.
I'm getting corrupted.
Let's head back first.
Whoa, afternoon tea. Thank you, Master.
Remember, Harumasa, what do we do before snack time?
I know. It's time for that. I need to get the shot in my neck first.
That's right. And don't forget your daily medicine. These are all necessary things to help you get better.
Is the master a good guy? Let's find out.
Don't worry, Master. I'm not afraid of pain or medicine. But the medicine, it's bitter like the black coffee that you always drink.
Good boy. You're going to get better soon.
Then, if I keep being a good boy, will I get a prize?
What did you have in mind?
I want your headband.
Whoa, greedy.
That, I'll be as good as you. Every shot from my bow will be a bullseye.
The headband isn't what
Oh, he's got the syringe behind him.
Very well. But you have to keep being a good boy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Harumasa was like the best test subject anyone could ask for.
You've been awfully quiet. How are you feeling? Are you okay?
Sorry, I got distracted. Anyway, back to what we were saying. I've been dodging this topic, but someone as sharp as you probably figured it out already.
I'm terminal.
I'm just like those kids. I have ether aptitude regression syndrome. This disease affects different parts of the body for different people. For me, it's mainly my lungs and heart.
It seems like this mainly is just like cancer because it also is like localized to different areas and does different things for different people.
As you can see, it's also caused my chronic condition.
Are you doing okay?
Don't worry, my condition is mild. I'm not gonna die that easily.
Having said that, we'll see if you make it to 30.
You know what they say. The bad guys always live the longest.
Don't say that about yourself. You're not a bad guy.
Oh, are you saying you're cursing me to die young?
Back when I was first diagnosed, my parents took me to the best hospital in the city. They told me they'd get some food for me while we waited. But they never came back.
Dude, fuck these people, man. They really just abandoned their child when they found out he had a terminal illness.
I was too little to even speak properly then. But even if I knew where home was...
So many absolute scumbags in this entire quest line.
After that, Master took me in. He taught me a lot of things. Like how to draw a bow, how to wield a blade, and how to survive in this world with this body of mine. He said he wanted to cure me. So every day, I took lots of meds and got injections in the back of my neck. It wasn't until much later I realized they weren't giving me shots, but extracting materials from me to make the booster drug.
And you still trust your master and think he like would want to talk to you?
The choker I wear is actually to cover the scars on my neck, but hey, it looks pretty good, doesn't
This is
it?
like the third or fourth Hoyo character that's like wearing a choker to cover scars on their neck.
Oops, I've said more than I should. But that's all in the past now. I don't care anymore.
This is all to promote Big Choker. This is to make chokers more common and to make more people want to buy chokers.
I'm glad it doesn't bother you anymore.
Anyway, back to the matter.
Still seems like it bothers him.
I think I know what Kirishima is after. He said he wants to help me find Master, but what he really wants is the research data and drug samples my master left behind. But now that it's come to this, I have no choice but to confront him. Not just for my master, but for the sake of those kids, too.
Kano's definitely gonna die by the end of this quest line, by the way.
I'll be counting on your guidance, partner.
Partner. Didn't expect him to have a backstory like that. Actually, because of his health issues. What a, like, self-sacrificing guy to be portraying his health issues as just him slacking off to his coworkers rather than like him having legitimate health issues. They don't even know about this shit, man. I almost want to go like tell them myself, but he would be mad at me then. Because it seems like they're pretty patient with him anyways. Alright, let's finish this shit. Going to the base where our master used to hide. The raid is now underway. It's not something that'll require you to put in extra effort, it's just a normal leave request.
Excuse me, my hard-working colleagues. It's such a pleasure to see you all.
Harumasa, you're late again. And Belle?
Oh, she's with me. She mentioned wanting to join HSO, so she's here to check out the place.
Would I be able to get in if I actually wanted to? What he said.
What he said. I have considered it.
You've got great potential. I'm sure with a little effort, you'll make it into HSO. But I'm here today because I have a few things I want to say.
I like how he's like, he's gonna recommend me with like absolutely no combat aptitude to join basically the fucking Secret Service. I'm gonna walk in here amongst all these elite warriors and immediately get my ass whooped.
Aren't you here because today is a work day?
Actually, no. But, Yanagi, I wanted to thank you for everything. I know you've done a lot for me. My leave excuses are all over the place. But you always managed to fight for my case with the higher-ups. Without your help, I would have been called in by the higher-ups for my ridiculous number of absences. Man, I hate to admit it, but even though we joined around the same time, you're way ahead of me now.
Not really a shocker.
Chief Miyabi, thank you for your trust all this time.
They're too suspicious. They're like, are you about to die?
If it weren't for you, HSO probably never would have accepted someone like me with all my health issues.
Like I said before, I chose you because you're strong.
And Lil Sokaku, I'm sorry for always pulling you aside at work to lecture you. I was actually just trying to slack off.
Huh? Really? Asaba, did something happen?
It's nothing. It's just, starting today, I need to take a little vacation to take care of some important matters.
Maybe he has actual vacation time banked up because he's only using sick time
As
normally.
the chief would put it, I'm doing a training tied to my past self.
Oh, so you're training! Is there anything we can help you with, Harumasa?
Nope. But if you really want to help, perhaps you could take over my workload? I'd thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Training is good, but don't push yourself too hard. I trust you, both as your superior and as your friend. Whatever you have to do, just get back here on time.
That's not gonna happen.
That's right. If you run into any problems, contact us anytime.
Yeah! And if you're not back on time, there won't be any snacks left in the office. I'll eat them all.
You were gonna do that anyways.
Thanks. I'll be back
You
as soon
creature.
as I can.
That wasn't a death flag, was it? No, let's not say it like that.
You were acting a little strange back there.
Del,
It wasn't a death plague.
why did you even give me 2 dialogue options if you're gonna say the same thing no matter what?
Of course not. I just feel a little sentimental about having to leave my team for a while. It's getting late. Let's get ready to enter the Hollow.
Is the sanatorium in the Hollow? I like how there's 2 teleport options for the video archive and then one for the HDD. One is literally right here and then one is right here.
Need something? Go ask me.
Ooh, standing by. Let's move.
Alright, let's go. Recommended team level 48, I don't fucking care.
Let's see. The place we agreed to meet
Please
Kirishima.
note, there is a mechanism here that can move containers.
It just auto locks everything. I wasn't not aiming anywhere near this thing. I should just walk into random places and hold left click and it'll give me shit probably.
Gee.
Why are you coughing?
This really is a fort.
Stop dying on my team. We have too much stuff that we need to do.
Even a little dust can trigger a reaction. But it's no biggie. Let's keep going.
Why is he trying to play tough? We know he has the condition. I like that black hole attack they do. They charge it for so long and then throw the slowest fucking fireball ever. Also, it can hit their allies apparently. That's funny.
Be gentle with the tape, would you? Target practice.
Friendly fire is enabled. Don't forget. Gonna stay here or are you coming?
What's wrong? You feeling okay?
I'm okay. Just haven't gotten much sleep lately. Feeling a little tired.
You don't look good.
You don't look okay. Should we get out of here first?
Observation. Asaba Harumasa is exhibiting hand tremors, coughing, and reduced accuracy during combat. Hypothesis. This is likely linked to his physical condition. Suggestion. Leave the hollow environment now and rest.
He's not gonna go for that suggestion.
Okay. I admit I haven't been at my best. But it's no big deal. I can't rest now. You know how much this means to me. I need to see it through. It's my last chance.
This whole thing is like redeeming Harumasa to me. I was also not really too much of a fan of him when I thought he was just a random lazy guy.
Do you really need to find your master that badly? Even if it means risking your health?
I need an answer.
I did already see that like trailer where,
More importantly, I cannot,
you know, it kind of gave some clues to all this.
or obtain his research data and drug samples. If my master's research falls into his hands, a lot of people will die.
His snarkiness wasn't like really too
Patients
appealing to me,
suffering
but
from ether aptitude regression syndrome. But many ordinary people will become his test subjects.
it's a cover for some very heavy burdens that he's carrying.
It's like Pandora's box. Once it's open, there's no going back. He won't stop pursuing his grand ambitions, regardless of how many people he sacrifices. I won't allow it. So please, I need your help, please. Fight with me until the very end.
Let's fucking go.
If you insist. But promise me you won't push yourself too hard.
Thank you, partner. Don't worry. I value my life highly, and the last thing I do is push myself too hard.
Valuing your life highly, there you go.
Let's keep going.
Val, should we be doing this? What if his condition gets worse?
I've got a plan B.
Don't worry, I've got a plan B. We can contact Section 6 if anything really does go wrong. They'll be able to get here in time.
They would do this shit for him without even like a second thought too, which is makes it even more sad that he feels like he can't trust them with this information or doesn't want to burden them with it.
I'll keep them on speed dial.
Fucker tried to jump me. Why is this guy so fucking tanky? Want to start taking some goddamn damage?
Eliminating target.
Okay, I did the thing that time. Nice. Target popped up. Okay, that's actually a pretty strong thing.
Honestly, he's the last person I want to see right now. But there's no other choice. I'll just have to suck it up.
Hello. Plenty of clues. I mean, can we not just kill this guy? Is there anyone else at that sanatorium? I realize that kind of goes outside of the bounds of the law, but like, does he have henchmen back there who would just execute all of the children if he just disappeared? Because if he's the main guy and the only one doing all the bad stuff, we can just fucking kill him and just go save the children. Do it like the D&D campaign where you just take things outside of your own hands, or outside of the law's hands, and just handle any evildoers on your own. I found some sort of mechanism your master left here. I spent ages trying to open it, but no luck. Sure is cautious. Why not take a look? Maybe you'll have what it takes to crack it. I'll take you there now. And by the way, the weather and time inside can be chaotic. You need to remind me of that? I almost forgot. You're now an experienced executive officer. Follow me. Like, I could literally just do this right now and no one would ever know. There's no witnesses. We're inside of a hollow. The cops aren't here. Damn it. Oh, this looks bad. For some reason, too, characters never bring a fucking umbrella with them in this game. Every time it's raining, everyone just stands outside and gets wet. Look at that suspicious container. Knowing your master, there's definitely some kind of clue hidden inside. Still can't get it to open. There's a piece of paper on the ground, still legible after many years. Oh, it's the up arrow. It's a scrap of paper. That was his phone passcode, right?
Tip. There is a special location sensor ahead. There's a device on the wall ahead that can be triggered by an arrow.
Oh, this is neat. What? You fucker. This thing is so sensitive. I'm moving my mouse like 1 inch. And it's like switching targets.
Harumasa, what's wrong? Not feeling well?
I'm fine.
I wonder if he's been secretly experimented upon. Hides in his blind spot, quietly opening up the paper.
This is a letter?
Price salvation, exchange the present for possibilities always hidden nearby.
Do you recognize the symbol?
Yeah. When I was being experimented on, there were other adults around Master who always seemed to be busy. Master told me they were there to keep an eye on him. They weren't friends.
It's the fucking police, the auditors.
So, we agreed that if I wanted time alone with him, I'd draw this symbol on a note. Then he'd come find me by himself, teach me archery, or just tell me stories.
So even though he was using him to extract drugs and chemicals, he still also went out of his way to be a father figure to him and talk to him about stuff and teach him things. Tough to read, this guy.
Damn it, it's not here either.
What are you looking for?
Oh, nothing. Just seems like there's nothing here that could help us find Master. But as I thought, you're the only one who can solve this puzzle. Good thing I brought you here. You knew him better than anyone.
Is that so? I used to think I knew him. Just like everyone thinks they know their family. But now, I'm not so sure.
Nothing but junk. Or there could just be some ethereals coming up to beat us up. Is this the same spot we were doing the fight with Ringer? Looks like it is. Is there any point in executing these guys before they explode? Probably not. Fuck him up. This guy is pretty, like, does a lot of damage. Also, I don't have an electric DPS. Maybe I should build him as my third DPS guy. I'll go Evelyn, Billy, Haramasa. Too good. Not that I usually let things like that take into effect when I'm building characters, but just for curiosity's sake. Look at this guy aura forming on the top of this building. Who the hell is that?
That ethereal keeps circling around the briefcase. It's almost like it's guarding it on purpose.
Forget about the ethereal. Go get that briefcase now! There's gotta be something inside that'll help us find Master's whereabouts.
Master's whereabouts. Huh.
I bet that's Master, actually.
Master's clothes are scattered near that ethereal. And those are definitely his glasses. Is he really still alive?
Harumasa, I know you're concerned for his safety, but try not to think about that right now.
Enough! I'm tired. I know you've been after what's inside that briefcase from the start. There are no clues leading to Master in there, just the booster drug he left behind. And I know you want to use Master's work to advance your own research, creating the so-called miracle drug that allows humans to conquer the Hollows.
Alright, mask off. Let's see what he does.
And that's why you built the sanatorium. But in reality, it's just your lab for human experiments where you harvest materials from sick kids. I know it all. And a team is rescuing those kids from your sanatorium as we speak. So tell me, is he still alive?
Guess I couldn't have fooled you after all. You even got the sanatorium's coordinates. Whatever, it's not that important anyway.
How's it not important?
Now that the puzzle's solved, you're useless to me. Since we've known each other for so many years, I'll tell you, your precious master, he's over there growling right now.
You mean that ethereal?
That's right. That ethereal is your master. I watched him get corrupted with my own eyes. He foolishly tried to go against the power players. It's only fitting he ends up like this.
I had questions for him. I haven't...
If anyone's at fault, it's your master. He didn't understand the value of this research.
I wonder if he did this to his master.
To go down in history. Once we make a true ether aptitude booster, we'll no longer fear the Hollows. we could even conquer them. When that time comes, a new world will be born. And I will be its god!
Oh my goodness.
Even if it means stepping over countless bodies?
You mean those patients? They're just necessary sacrifices on the path to a new world. Just like you.
Big words for somebody within range of my bow.
Even without my involvement, you wouldn't live much longer. So, in a sense, I'm putting waste to good use. Wouldn't you agree?
You really have the nerve to say that.
Deep down, you know it too. For this great research, your sacrifices are insignificant. That's why the power players turn to me to continue the research.
Imagine if they did like make a drug that cures cancer, but like to make it you have to like fucking grind babies into dust. Just like there's a cure all, but you have to literally just murder a bunch of children. I still think there would be like a large number of people that would be like, yeah, dude, grind the fuck out of those babies. My 78-year-old mother has like terminal lung cancer. We have to develop it right now. That would go only to rich people, and they would have baby grinding farms where they would just do that shit en masse.
There aren't that many patients with ether aptitude regression syndrome. Even if you develop a drug without side effects, there's not enough for mass production.
Also, I guess practically it sounds like it's not even going to work in a large-scale setting.
It's just a minor issue. At that point, we can simply induce the disease in ordinary people. Humans are an abundant resource. This is way easier than my current research.
Okay, honestly, fuck jail. This guy needs to be like tried at The Hague. This guy needs to be held responsible for literal war crimes.
You don't know, do you? The power players have done many experiments already, and they've used up plenty of patients like you. Though, only your master's results were stable.
This guy is like a baby grinding professional. He is the chief baby grinder. He is doing that shit on an industrial scale.
Too bad he grew sentimental, which led to his demise. What a joke! Feeling pity for someone with one foot in the coffin like you. He never hesitated when extracting your spinal fluid before, but he refused to perform the final experiment at the last minute. That's why the power players got rid of him.
We're gonna have to find out who the power players are, though, because it sounds like this is backed by some pretty important people. And this is gonna go on systemically until we find out who that is and stop them.
You mean he...
Bunch of blood just comes out.
Oh, you're deteriorating rapidly. Looks like luck is on my side.
Don't get cocky. As long as I'm alive, I won't let you have that briefcase.
We'll see about that.
Damn it. More ethereals are showing up. We need to take them out first. Ever heard that?
He's still full health, he's fine.
Alright, I'll take the mic.
See, look, he still has 100% HP. He's not actually that sick. This is also like really good CC. It stun locks them when you do that.
I don't see Kirishima. He must have slipped away.
Who knows what he'll do next? Should we go after him?
Are you good, bro?
Harumasa, what's happening with your body? Kirishima just said your condition was strange. Are you hiding something from me?
Is it really just gonna die in this quest line?
Fine. Just feeling a little dizzy. I'll be okay in a minute.
If you don't tell me the truth right now, I'll end our partnership immediately.
Ooh, that's how you get him.
Kirishima extracts spinal fluid from those kids regularly, but they're not in good shape. If this goes on, they'll likely relapse. So, I had them use my spinal fluid instead. We needed to find Master and secure the drug samples he left. Losing Kirishima would have meant losing our only lead to the power players behind him. After taking everything into consideration, it was my only option.
Very noble of him, though.
You need to go to the hospital right now.
Call Section 6.
It's fine. The dose was small enough not to cause any serious side effects. Besides, my tolerance is different from theirs. My body is used to this kind of strain.
Dude is putting himself up on the cross.
More importantly, I still have things to do. Get the briefcase and put an end to that ethereal.
This questline ends without us capturing that guy.
I don't want him wandering around forever in the hollows in that form.
You're in really bad shape, and you still want to go fight that ethereal?
Don't worry. No one values my life more than I do.
That's also like a very positive way of saying like no one cares about me.
Thanks for accompanying me this whole way, partner.
Get his ass.
No need to worry. You should be happy for me.
Why are you talking like you're dying?
Finally, put an end to all this.
This reminds me of that fight on Ultra Kill where you're like on top of the boat. Put him out of his misery. Oh, where'd he go? Every archer should have a bow with a sword on it. Ow, bro. You gotta be useful at close and long range.
It was 1 in 100, I guess.
We'll never back down.
With a clear mind, arrows fly through.
This guy is too tough. Why don't we...
He's not that tough. We already have him down there like 1/3 health.
I can beat him. I have to.
Having said that, the sound is getting like quieter and quieter, so I guess I'm like about to black out or something.
Eliminating target.
It's getting more muffled. It's like I'm listening to the game through a fish tank.
I detect Asaba Harumasa's vital signs are rapidly declining.
Uh-oh.
If this continues...
Master. How strange. I thought I'd hate you. I ought to, but it's a shame.
You're just accepting his death? Where's Section 6 when you need them?
Last time.
Target confirmed. Go.
Surely we have called him by now. Surely Bell, like, read that this situation is pretty dire. Stop interrupting my fucking attack, you bitch.
At your command.
Got him.
Are you okay? Is it your illness?
Well done, Harumasa. I'll go ahead and take what he left behind. Looks like you can't see or hear me anymore.
Give us back the cake!
Eos is not that strong. Oh, he tanked that for us.
You won't survive for much longer.
Damn it! I won't let you.
Lock in, bro. Fight your inner demons.
Where am I? Everyone.
Tell me, will we ever get to feel the wind again?
It's not over yet.
What's happening?
I still have unfinished business.
Listen to me, Harumasa.
Master.
The The essence of archery is not to be sought from the outside. It resides within you. Each time you pull the string.
Nice, get fucked, idiot.
It's useless. Even if you smash it, as long as there's a single drop, my people can replicate it. You...
What?
Kiss your grand plans goodbye.
Haramasa, what have you done?
Sorry, little proxy, but I can't let this thing exist in the world.
You couldn't just like pour it down the drain. There's no way that they'd be able to like
This was my final.
get a drop of it from that. This dude was ready to die for it all though, damn.
This headband is yours now,
Huh? Can I really have it?
as I promised. But don't think it'll help you hit 10 bullseyes in a row while wearing it.
That's a skill issue.
Got it. Thank you, Master.
Harumasa,
Huh?
No, it's nothing. If one day I'm not around anymore, you must keep up with your medication and routine checkups. Do you understand?
Master, are you leaving? Just like Mom and Dad? Did I do something wrong?
It's not your fault. I'm just really tired. Maybe it's time for me
If he
to
also
stop
had it.
work and take a break, but not yet. I've still got a lot of work to do.
Also had the disease.
And I will finish it.
Will you come back after your break?
If I have the chance, I will. I once thought I could save more people. At least that's what they told me.
The power. We got to figure out who these people are,
If
man.
the gods have abandoned this world, trapping us in endless calamity, then we must reclaim the power of the gods with our mortal bodies, regardless of the cost or sacrifice. But this is wrong. I can't exchange this real, immediate suffering right in front of me for a distant and uncertain possibility. And who am I to trample on the lives of others in the name of sacrifice? I have no right.
This is like what they did with Ellie at the end of The Last of Us. Like, it's not worth it, man.
One who offers salvation in exchange for sacrifice is not a god, but evil.
That's a good life lesson, too.
Asaba Harumasa. I wish for your life to always be your own. Not a sacrifice for anyone or anything.
So he started off as a bad guy and then became good in the trials of parenthood.
I'm sorry.
Miraculously awakes.
What's all the fuss? This isn't some kind of prank, is it?
Not a prank. We are celebrating the return of a teammate who's recovered from a serious...
I guess you can recover once you get that bad, though.
That's right! We prepared lots of yummy goodies!
And then Sukaku ate them all.
Saba, you're on time today. Very good. To celebrate, we've invited a special guest.
A warm welcome to our executive officer who's back on the job.
Man, just hearing back on the job gives me instant work fatigue.
That's the voice that he said that in. So relatable.
But all jokes aside, thanks, guys. If it weren't for our smart proxy calling for backup early, and my dear teammates coming to the rescue just in time, my ashes would have been floating out to sea already.
You almost sound disappointed?
Ah, he was like, fuck, I was ready to die.
Executive Officer Asaba Harumasa, you've done great work and saved countless civilians from the Hollows. You are indispensable to Section 6. And with you here, we can make a real difference and help more people.
Okay, that's great and all, but what happened with the sanatorium? Did we raid those guys yet?
Proud of you.
Why so formal all of a sudden? You're making me blush. But...
Please? Please tell me we
That saying again. Those who survive
expeditiously destroyed these people.
for great fortune. Guess I'll take a fortune cookie.
Nothing beats a place where you can feel the breeze, to be honest. I didn't think I'd get to see you again. When I injected that drug in my neck, I thought I was done for.
Same, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that was stupid as
The
fuck.
doctor said the fact I was alive was sheer luck, not to mention how quick my recovery was. They couldn't explain it and called it a miracle of modern medicine. Guess I can be lucky too sometimes.
I'm just glad you're okay. So, what happened to Kirishima?
Once again, the two dialogue options combined into one.
The kids at the sanatorium were all rescued and taken
Okay,
to a
nice. That's all I cared about. Armasa, you're cool, but I wanted the kids to be okay too.
I'll be helping with their living expenses. As for the power players behind the scenes, we managed to get several names out of Kirishima during his interrogation. I'd say that's a decent lead to work with.
Oh, he squealed. We knew he would. He's a weenie.
About your master. Did you take care of everything?
Yeah. I've collected his belongings, and the funeral's next month. Though, I might be the only one attending.
Well, we can say that it's definitely going to be closed casket. Actually, when you kill an ethereal, do they even leave any remains? They kind of just disintegrate into dust.
To me, Master was my only family. So I was fixated on getting an answer from him. I wanted to ask him, why did he have to leave me without saying a word? Just like my birth parents did. But now, it just feels like none of that matters anymore.
There you go. He's being freed from the shackles of his
The
past.
deceit and exploitation were real. But so were the care and kindness. If suffering and happiness can coexist, then maybe love and hate can too.
Another good life lesson coming up from this.
Have you decided to forgive him?
I wouldn't call it forgiveness. It's just acceptance. I take it as it is. Good or bad, pain or joy. There's nothing I don't accept. Perhaps that's what makes up life itself.
Yeah. Good philosophical.
There's always going to be evil. But there's always going to be good out there too.
Yeah.
Like how I was on the brink but recovered miraculously. Even though I...
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Haramasa.
Mr. Asaba Harumasa, based on your recent test results, we have a hypothesis that we think you need to know. Our analysis suggests that the drug you injected may have actually saved your life.
What do you mean? That drug was supposed to be poison to me and accelerate my disease.
Poison? No. It's more like a special cure tailored just for you. We have detected active residual ingredients inside your body that not only control the disease, but are a perfect match for your physiology. In other words, this medicine only works on you.
Oh, so this is what Master was doing this entire time.
Inside and out. It's just a shame that it is an unfinished product. But it's still incredible how it brought you back from the brink of death.
So, it wasn't a miracle.
I think we can forgive the Master now.
So the medicine that your master left behind wasn't any kind of booster drug. It was made specially to treat your illness. No wonder that Ethereal stayed near it.
I guess so. I wonder when he stopped working on the ether booster drug and began focusing on creating a cure for me.
Probably the instant he disappeared from your hospital. Also, I wonder if that was a temporary cure or if he just no longer has the regression.
I had no idea. That's probably why those people decided to get rid of him. Thanks for being here. Don't worry.
Yeah, that would be too convenient if it just fully disappeared off of that. We injected you with some penicillin, you now no longer have AIDS. If only real life was that convenient.
But if one day I become sick and turn into an ethereal, don't frown. We all know that day's gonna come sooner or later. When that happens, and if you're around, I hope you can do me a small favor and end my life.
Very somber stuff. that we're just talking about casually.
Don't leave me wandering forever as an ethereal in a hollow. Please.
I wonder if being an ethereal is like actually kind of fun. Probably not. It sounds like they're in severe pain. But I would not hate, like if it wasn't for that, I would probably not hate walking around as a cool looking, dangerous, like space being that terrorizes the fucking streets. But also I guess it would be bad because you'd not be able to stop yourself from indiscriminately attacking anyone that like came in. So, yeah, you know, pros and cons.
All right, I promise.
Thank you. Though, I really hope that day doesn't come anytime soon.
I feel like an ethereal could put on like a really cool suit jacket and like just aura form, just look fucking slick as hell. But I don't think they're chill like that. I think they all possess just an unquenchable thirst for murder.
Alright. Let's both aim to live our lives to the fullest. In this messed up, wounded, yet so brilliantly beautiful world.
Yeah, you said it, Haramasa. For the children here, is it section 6, or is it everybody? Section 6. We're just ignoring them to go talk with the Bang Boo. Boat party. Oh, look at this. This is nice. Well, we gotta get the framing absolutely perfect. Nice. I'm not in it though, unfortunately. Haramasa caught the most. Perhaps the long night hasn't ended, but hope always glows with golden light. Ain't that the truth? Alright. Well, that was nice, actually. That was a lot of, exposition for a character that I really didn't know a goddamn thing about, and wasn't really too fond of previously. So now I'm down to having 2 agent stories remaining. Chingy and Lighter. Probably I'll do... I don't know what order I'm going to do them in. Jesus, I'm only 3 days left for the Envy Better. I'm not going to fucking get her, man. We got another Ben, though. This one. Another Ben.
I have 2 guns. Time for some hard labor.
I guess that's actually quite okay with me. I'm getting all the 4 stars up like pretty high, actually. Or higher for a lot of them. Anton up to fucking 5.
It's our turn, bro.
Alright, well, I think I'm probably gonna head out. That was a really good note to end on, actually, I think. I'm gonna go run a few errands and call it a day, and I will carry on the wisdom that Haramasa has imparted upon me to live my life to the fullest. We learned a lot from Professor Haramasa. We can all do better by following his way of life. We'll probably be playing some more of this later this week. I don't know which days I'm going to be on most of the time now during the week. I know I'm on every Saturday, Sunday, but I'm definitely not on every Tuesday and Thursday like my schedule below suggests. But I will be playing more of this at some point. And probably more League also. So until next time, until we can run it back and finish off these agent stories and start leveling some shit, have a good one. Have a good remainder of your weekend. Take it easy, my friend. I'll see you around. Adios.